app doesn't do well with pushing buttons.
Hello. Welcome on into another Monday Live with the Whiskey Crusaders. We are joined by some special guests tonight. We're going to be drinking some wine. We're going to be drinking some whiskey. We're going to be having some fun. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Matt.
Today we're going to be joined by Eric. Eric's right there with Matt live. He supplied us with all the wines tonight. And Jason from the Mash and Drum, who I'm sure you're already subscribed to, is joining us as well. If you're not already subscribed to Jason, please do so now. It is a good time to do so.
I got Candy Crush.
Ooh.
Okay.
As an
That's
ad.
fabulous.
That's my ad.
I got Candy Crush.
Let's see what ad I get this evening. I always like to go back and see what the ad is because it's fun. Let's see what ad we get for the evening.
I got Aldi.
I don't know what this even is. It's some guy in a... What is this?
Ooh, one of
It's
two.
Legal Zoom. It's some weird puppet dude.
Oh, I got
Creepy.
a shoe company called Kizik.
What is
Oh.
that?
I don't know, shoe. It's some kind of slip-in slider sneakers.
Jason's buying
Wow.
shoes, man.
Jason's buying
Okay.
shoes. Apparently, I'm playing Candy Crush, which I haven't played in years.
There you go.
Trying to remember.
I'm a closet. I'm kind of a closet sneakerhead. So I'm one of those crazy, like, not. I don't want to say I'm like a Jordan collector, but I do like a lot of sneakers. So I get a lot of shoe ads.
There
I'm
you
a
go.
Converse collector, so I have
Nice.
like almost 20 pairs of Converse.
I have a few pairs of those.
Mm.
I do too. Every color of the rainbow.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we
Yeah,
got. Here we
quickly
go.
look at the chat because we got a lot of wine and whiskey to get
I
through.
know we got one lost cause, which is I know Brent. I think it's EJ. Let's see. We got Bourbon. You can check out Bourbon's channel. Check out his. We got Spencer Mav. Good to see you. I was down here a week ago. Had lots of fun through Texas. We got Ben Hernandez. Eric. We got another Eric in here. We got lots of Erics because that's what we have in the show. Like 4 or 5 Erics. We got Pinch Hitter Whiskey, which is Jim. Check out his channel. Let's see. We got our buddy Bill. We got Eric Waite, another fun channel. Another Eric. Eric Evans, who provides the King of Kirkland, provides lots of the fun Kirkland products here. All right. So like we said, Eric decided he would go on a trip to buy a bunch of sherries. And it turned to, hey, let's have a stream about it because whiskey finished in sherry is awesome. Let's plus port and muscatel and other fun things. So that's what we have here. So I think we should start drinking because we have a lot of stuff to get through. So I think the first one, I'm gonna let Will, and since he's a wine somm, tell us about these wines.
Oh no, that's not a
Will's
good
job,
idea,
please.
man. I didn't do any research on these wines.
You know what Fino is. You just have to tell us what it is. But we're going to start out with a Fino, and then we're going to do a Fino Tomatin 12-year to start out with here.
I need the whiskey.
Tomatin.
I am
Failing
not
already.
drinking the wine tonight because I don't drink the wine, but I will drink the whiskeys.
She'll drink the whiskeys. So we're going to do tiny amounts of these, and Jason's going to just drink whiskey that's finished in it. So,
Right.
Jason, if you want to tell people that somehow don't know how about your channel, you should tell them about it right now.
Is that it? What Matt?
Yeah.
What am I pouring? What numbers?
I'm Jason
Sorry.
from Matt Drum. I don't know anything about wine. I do know some stuff about. I do know some stuff about sherry and some of the amazing stuff that whiskey is finished in. So I've done some research on a lot of different wines and brandies and cognacs and all that fun stuff because everyone is finishing these days. So
That's right. Number 8.
I thought this would be a really interesting live stream to kind of go through the wines and find out more about what these whiskeys are being finished in nowadays because there's just it's constant.
Ah, yes.
Did you say
Yeah.
Tomatin
Yes, the Tomatin
Oloroso?
Fino finish.
This one isn't it?
There are like 6 Tomatins in there.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
You're so lucky. Yeah, so Fino is more of a drier sherry,
Okay.
more nutty. Not as nutty as like the Oloroso, which we'll get to in a little bit, which is an almond.
All right. So question for our esteemed guest. You have Fino. Well, we all know of Oloroso and PX.
Right. Those are the two dominant ones.
Yeah. What makes Fino different than those two?
See, and again, we're asking the wrong guy, unfortunately. I went through Wine Sommelier 1, but we kind of got into sherry and port our things, and it wasn't really a deep dive into that sort of category. I kind of wish we could get Mr. Eric Waite to join us for this stream.
The good news is this Eric knows, so he'll tell us.
Oh,
All
good.
Other
Good,
Eric.
I'm glad somebody did some research on this.
Yes,
So-
he did all the research on the wine.
So Matt,
Other Eric, take it away.
Matt, before
Yes.
before Eric takes it away, why didn't you tell us who Eric is to us and where he comes from? Because we didn't do that. We just said, "Hey, here's Eric."
Oh yes, we should tell them. He's been here on the show once before, but yes, he has just finished Psalm 1. I guess 2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks. Finally.
He's a Psalm 1 now as well, but he also works down at Mirage, is our favorite local liquor store here. And like I said, he decided to deep dive into sherry, and we added all these whiskeys to it, and now we're drinking the whiskeys finished in it. So we figured you might as well learn about the actual product that you're drinking so that you can finish your whiskey in it, and then also to drink the sherry. Otherwise, you're not going to have any more whiskeys finished in it because it's kind of out of style, unfortunately. All right, so let us know what Fino is.
Well, Fino mostly has, at least for finishing, mostly it'll give notes of almonds, pastries, and some grassy herb notes to it. So once it's properly, which this one clearly has.
Yes, because we tried these both initially a few days ago, and this was not great. This has improved tremendously. Yes. Eric might know something about wine. He might be a sommelier of wine. I mean, he might know something.
I Googled it.
But he's a total douche. So, we can't let him in here. If Eric wants to come in.
Oh no, we love you, Eric. Even douche and all, we love you.
Yeah, we love when you douche out.
Yeah,
That is much drier than I was expecting it to be
Mm-hmm.
on the nose.
yeah. It doesn't. I'm smelling the whiskey, and I smelled the wine, and it doesn't really match up very much. Like this has a little bit more of the whiskey has a little bit more of a funk, where the wine has that grape forward to it. This the wine?
Oh yeah.
This the wine?
Yeah, because this
The
is
whiskey is so grain heavy.
Matt and 12 finished
very
in
grain heavy.
in their Quattro series.
Yeah, so just doing a quick search. Fino is a dry white wine made from Palomino grapes,
Palomino.
and it's aged. It's aged under a layer of yeasts, which make up the veil of flor. I don't know what the veil of flor means, but
Essentially, kind of like it was describing. I remember this part of it. It was a layer that kind of forms on the top, and it keeps it from oxidizing.
oh, okay. So it keeps all the alcohol and the flavor all underneath that veil.
Yeah.
Is what I'm guessing. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. Eric Waite just confirmed it. Fino.
I'm going to send Eric Wade a link so he can help us too.
Well, he's eating dinner right now, so
He can join later.
Fino was made,
Bacon all the time.
Fino was made biologically with a film of yeast called flor. Wow. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, I remember without that, it would be destroyed. They wouldn't be able to create it in the same way. It is very dry for being,
Whiskey's good.
so grapey.
I get more of what I smell on the wine when I drink the whiskey.
Oh. Yeah, I agree.
Whiskey's got kind of a funk, doesn't it?
Whiskey smells like whiskey, not so much. It does have a weird funk on it, almost like a mushroom funk, which is it's not peated or anything. It's just that funky sherry mustiness.
It's that sherry funk. What I would normally think is probably being close to an Oloroso funk.
Right. Oh, I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the floor.
Maybe. Why are you drinking wine out of a Glencairn? Yes, we are, because we're fancy.
I was just about to type that. I was going to say, yes, they fancy. Stop.
I mean, I could get
Out
wine
of
glasses.
here.
I might have a few hundred here, but I'm lazy.
Yeah, I have some wine glasses down here. I just figured
Why?
As well.
since most of
I mean,
these are,
We're not going to be. I mean, I even have one in front of me. I could use this, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, with the amount that you're going to be pouring in there,
It seems like a
I mean,
waste.
it does.
Yeah, it's probably good.
that was a fun start.
Well, we figured it would be a fun start.
What's the next?
The
You're not
next
going to make
one-
a
Ooh.
blend of your wines?
No, I'm not gonna make a blend of wines. I don't think that would end well.
You blend everything else.
Will's face. I'm not making a blend.
The next one is 7. Why are you not making a blend, Will? I expect a blend
Out of the wines?
cherries. Yes, of course.
Might explode.
Where's your sense of adventure?
All right.
There'll be
Would
lots
you-
of water.
here,
It'll be fine.
I can. Did you already poured your whiskey back?
Hell yeah, Marshall. See, Marshall drinks his wine out of Glenn's too. See,
There
told
go.
you it's fine.
Pinky's out.
Yep.
He's out everyone.
That's
It's
right.
not. It's not highfalutin anymore. It's just completely. You're good.
It's just natural.
Just natural.
I gotta make sure to keep. The,
I drink my soda out of my Glens too.
whiskey in the
I like
wine.
I like the
Keep it
nose
separate. It's better that
get a
way.
little tickle from the carbonation.
Diet Coke a little more bubbly.
All right. I'll leave Aberfeldy back here for the blend. I'll pour a little bit in there.
There you go.
And
All right. And now I'm pulling out 7, you said?
You are pulling out 7, which is the
Hmm.
Manzilla. Or Manzilla, how you pronounce
Oh,
it?
Manzanilla.
Men's and
Yes. Another, which we know nothing about these wineries. That was not really the point of this. It was just, does it have the word, the main word was what we were looking for? That would have to be a different stream because we don't know squat about wine as far as like actual, vineyards and all that stuff. Oh, Eric's going to join us, so he actually may know some of these things.
I actually have a Manzanilla. I have a Bunnahabhain Manzanilla finish.
Oh, nice.
water.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So, pour a little bit of this. Let's see what we think of it. And then we have the Tomatin 12 finished in that. And that looks like this. It's also the Quattro series, 12 years old at 46%. So very nice. The best part about these was they were $25 a piece,
It's not bad.
which was a hell of a deal at Mirage. That way you could get all 4 for $100.
All right, so
beat that. It's a hell of a deal.
it says Manzanilla is pretty much identical to Fino, except the fact that it can only be produced and matured around Sanlúcar de Barrameda, a town closer to the sea than Jerez. The climatic differences make it lighter than Fino. Interesting.
It's Maltzilla's cousin, Eric. I think that's what it is.
Maltazilla.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's also known for having some salty notes and a little bit of a floral edge as well.
Oh, so maybe that explains that coastal region where it
Yeah,
gets that
that's-
saltiness from.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Nice. Okay. Learn something new every day on Whiskey Crusaders.
That's
You never know
that's
kind of
what we
crazy
hope
crap
for,
we'll do.
That's what we're trying to do.
right?
I'm trying to learn
Yeah.
every day.
I figure this will make us better whiskey drinkers doing this. And so far it has, from practicing at home prior to the stream. As far as being able to pick up the finishes, now it's going to drive ridiculous things. Like, this is going to be a giant series on this. We'll do a peated night with all these finished ones, and we'll do all sorts of rye and bourbons finished. It's going to be fun. Many, many streams of this. So if you're up for that, you'll be a good time. If not, well, you'll still have a good time.
What's going on with Eric there? He looks like he's trying to come in, but
It's a
been
white screen.
white screen for
I don't know.
Eric.
We
Close out.
see you, Eric. We just see a white screen.
There he is.
Well,
We have a screen. We have no camera.
It's buffering.
Oh, I don't know. Hey,
It's
Jason
fine.
Coates, how's it going?
What's up, doppelganger? The other Jason C.
Is it working?
I can hear you, but I
We
can't
hear
see
you. We don't see you though.
All right, I'm going to reboot this POS.
All right.
It's the voice from beyond.
It's like the land of Oz.
Yes.
It's a nondescript white screen. Isn't that just Eric?
This to me smells like a really, really light gin with a lot more of the not any of the juniper really, but a lot of just the floral components of a gin on the nose.
Yeah, no juniper, but still got that almond taste to it. A little more effervescent, I think. Hey, Robot Scott, how's it going? That's really nice. And we did chill all these prior because it said to serve all these chilled. So these been in the fridge the last few hours on purpose. So we'd serve them at the proper temperature.
Really?
I didn't smell this
So
one.
I chilled all of yours too, so they'd be good to go.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want you to have warm sherry. That sounds like no fun.
Is that?
Yeah, there's
I like that. I really, really actually like these now.
I like the smell of this one. I
The
don't.
smell is definitely better on this one than the Fino. It doesn't have that weird mushroom funk to it.
It's fun doing the two tomatins because you can see
Yeah.
the tomatin base, and then you can pick out the sherry. The difference.
Yeah, I wish I could drink it, but I don't want to take the chance.
hey, I can see Eric down there in the little screen.
Ah, we've got him.
That's good.
We can let him in now.
Ah!
No, don't do that.
We
Don't let
both
him
did it at
in.
the same time.
We got him. All right. Now, which one? That was the whiskey one.
That guy's a
Hello,
douche.
Eric.
Oh my God, Pat.
We're joined now by another
Eric?
whiskey sommelier and wine sommelier.
And one small. Yep.
And Eric.
And another Eric.
And an Eric.
Is he a C or a K? You know, that's all.
He's a K as well.
Oh golly!
The block I grew up on had 4 Erics, 3 with a C and 1 with a K.
That's crazy.
We all had blonde hair, blue eyes. I know you can't picture the hair. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
And
We're
battle
all within
axes.
3 years of each other.
I can picture the beard.
Well,
He did have one though for a while.
Eric, wait, you missed the beard?
No, oh hell no. No.
Really?
Really not. It's. I don't like the way I don't like the way it felt. I didn't like the way. Maybe I look better. Anything that covers this, I guess, is better. But I didn't like the way it felt. So other than that, I've tossed with considered going to back, but I kind of look more like a homeless person when I have one. So.
Yeah, that's probably not the best thing in the whole wide world. Look like a homeless person. All right.
So so manzanilla, kind of like tortilla, manzanilla.
Okay.
The challenge with that, so I've been blinded on Fino and Manzanilla. The problem is with more age on it, any differences between Manzanilla and Fino disappears. Yeah, so generally speaking, so here's a cask. Here's a cask. The upper part here is where the Fino layer is, and there's a space above that called ullage. And that's what's keeping relatively in comparison to the more oxidatively aged ones like Oloroso or Palo Cortado, is that headspace keeps some freshness in Fino, but you still get the oxidative rancid character of nuttiness, the almonds and all that on the back end. But in comparison to the others, it's a lot more fruity. Now you guys have that Dom Panino?
Yes. So what can you tell us about winery? Because we know nothing about them.
So it's about $9. That's a really good one. It's about $9. And the one I have here, this is Tio Pepe, which is a more well-known brand. Yeah, which is more well-known brand. But I like, and this one costs more. I like that one a lot more.
Oh,
That
Tio
one-
Pepe. I had tacos there the other night. I thought.
Yeah. So the one you have is actually fresher. So you can actually get more fresh fruit on the front, but then the oxidated, because you're still going to get some oxygen and towards the back end, but you get that nuttiness in the back. But yeah, the difference between Manzanilla and Fino just has to do with one's closer to the water, but that can be easily mitigated just by how much age you got on the sherry itself. So
interesting.
So what wine did you pour next?
So now we're pouring in an Amontillado, which is a blend of them. And I don't know. It's from Hartley and Gibson.
Ooh, I got one of those. Let me go grab it because it's good.
Okay. I wouldn't even talk about 17.5. So these are higher proofs on these wines too. This is number 10 for you guys in your wine bag. And I accidentally forgot to put your whiskey in there. I'm sorry. But I'll give it to you next time. It's Glenmorangie Distillers Edition. This is probably, oh my gosh, what year is this? This is an old bottle. This is 2016. It's an old bottle.
yeah,
Oh my.
I have the Glenmorangie. It's not the best representative of the Amontillado, but
No, what's a better whiskey finish than that?
they're really hard to come by. There's so few of them.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was looking up. There wasn't much I could find.
Yeah, there's not much out there. There's a bourbon. I have a bourbon done in Amontillado called the cast of Amontillado, but
Cool.
The Amontillado doesn't really show up that well. So the Glenmorangie is probably the best you can get.
Okay. Well, then that's what we'll use.
Yeah.
Hey, Emily. Bike Bourbon. Good to see you guys.
So you said number 10?
10.
Okay.
So my brother wants to know is what food would you pair with sherry? So what would be good with that? I would think like
If it swims,
If it swims, fish. Okay.
Fino.
There
If
you
it
go.
flies, Amontillado. If it runs, Oloroso.
Interesting.
There you go. And if it's made with chocolate, Pedro Ximenez.
I had a cousin Amontillado. He was a son of a bitch.
Oh,
Oh, EJ said there's a Kavalan finish in Amontillado. Oh, okay. I've never seen that one. I have to look into that.
Yeah, I've never seen. I've
Sounds
never seen
good.
that. I love Kavalan. I haven't seen an Amontillado finish yet.
Me too. Let's see if I can. I wonder if Dustin has one. If anyone's gonna have one, it'll be Dustin.
Yeah, he might.
Well, I'm totally jazzed you guys are doing this. I've been trying to proselytize people to get to try sherry and to experience it. You know, it's totally awesome you guys are doing this.
Yeah, I wanted to do it for a long time, just never got around to it. And he went to the store the other day. Well, like, let's do a stream. It's a good plan. And so, yeah, this has been fun to finally get to find the whiskeys in these sherries. And these sherries are actually good, which was the part I was shocked because most of them I had was like stuff my grandmother had that was not good when I was a kid. So this is interesting to try some really nice different types of sherry. I'm sure most of you are drinking cooking sherry, cherry cream stuff that was not super at all.
Yeah, cream sherry is not a classification of sherry. It just had either Moscatel or Pedro Ximenez thrown into it. And there's also one called Amoroso. Basically, it's just Pedro Ximenez added to Oloroso. It's not a classification of sherry. It's just taking Oloroso, make it a little sweeter, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
So Matt, what are we sniffing on right now?
Amontillado.
This is an Amontillado.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I like this one too.
And the notes I've got for effects on Scotch is dried nuts, tobacco, and floral herbs.
So Amontillado is sort of like halfway between Fino and Oloroso.
Okay.
So in its production style, in terms of the floor of dining, excuse me, I'm eating my dinner. I got food flying out of my mouth.
it's okay. It's just hitting the
good.
camera.
We usually bake it on this show,
Yeah,
so
so
it's all
it
good.
starts off as Fino and starts to head towards Oloroso. So it's kind of halfway in between the two.
Interesting.
See, damn it! Now we're gonna like sherry and freaking have to review sherries and shit.
Yeah, this is really tasty. This is what is the alcohol percentage on this? It feels
17.5.
okay. It feels pretty low, but it's still nice and
No, it's nice.
it drinks incredibly well.
I'm gonna have to, I guess, try some of these when I don't.
Don't
have
worry,
them.
Martha. Tawny and Ruby Port for later this evening.
Nice.
Right now, we're just focused on sherries. All right, so I'm gonna dump these.
So many port finished whiskeys.
Yeah, those at least are easy to come by.
Yeah.
I'm eating a turkey sandwich.
Sounds delicious. All right.
You can get this in your lap.
Get my lap again.
It's really nice. So,
Wow. So EJ in the chat just sent me a picture of the Kavalan Amontillado. Check out this bottle.
We make it.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So is that I assume is that one of those $500, $600 ones?
Yep.
Is my
I don't know.
guess?
Yeah, it looks like it's laying in a freaking in a
Basket.
yeah, it's like in a Tempur-Pedic.
Yeah, for real.
It's a basket of velvet.
Temper.
You got to sell one of your kidneys to buy those.
Pretty much.
Maybe two.
Bill wants to know how long does sherry last after opened?
Great question.
That's a good question.
Fino can kind of not seem as fresh after maybe a year or so. What they will tell you, oh yeah, it's good for about a month. Bullshit. As long as it doesn't get too heated up or something, not started incorrectly, it can last for years. They just need you to drink it faster and buy more.
Yeah.
Make more sherry.
No. Like this Oloroso here, I mean, I taped it because I had to, move and stuff. No, this stuff is still good. It's 40. So you got to historically, you got to. Well, why did they make these wine? Long story short, you had the Brits who love their wines, but they didn't have the terroir for it, so they're buying wines from the France. And then over and over again, the French are not getting along with the Brits. You know, hey, F you, not French. From the bouche, and then they don't get along, right?
So they go. That sounds very Italian. F you.
F you. From the bouche. Shut your mouth. Hey. So you got to go somewhere else to get your wine. Where are you going to go? You're going to go south. So you're going to Portugal. You're going to Jerez. Or you're going to Madeira, which is a Portuguese island. And so now, how are you going to transport these things? They can't send a FedEx. They're coming on wooden ships. So whatever it is you're shipping has to be stable enough to make the voyage up to the UK. And so it has to be fortified. It has to be fortified. So in a sense in which, because of even Fino, which has some oxidative character to it, it's been inoculated. From the ravages of temperatures, and that's in fact that's how Madeira was made. Is doing this on a ship, and it started off one way and ended up with the other. So if they can survive huge fluctuations in temperature on a wooden ship going from Jerez to England, they'll do just fine on your shelf.
Yeah, good point.
Good point.
Although for Texas, I wouldn't put your money on it. You guys might be screwed.
Yeah, basically.
Matt, what am I pouring here?
Number 12. This is going to be a Lustau Oloroso Don Nuno semi-dry, and then Redbreast Lustau. Yeah, we're going to do multiple Olorosos.
I forgot to grab the Redbreast PX. I'm gonna have to go back there and grab that one. He didn't give me a sample of that.
Lustau is the
very nice
whiskey there, like Big Vic's backyard. Good to see you.
It's a Big Vic.
So I'm thinking that with the port, that's somewhat like the India Pale Ales too, with the higher alcohol levels that allow the India Pale Ale beer to survive the voyage, the sea voyage back then as well too. That's pretty cool.
And so basically, modernity has wiped out the huge demand for sherry because now you can send, good table wines, ship them, and so why do you want to buy this oxidative, weird high ABV shit that your great grandparents drank when we can get wine shipped easily, and other means. So that's pretty much what's killed the fortified wine industry. Well, not killed it, but it's a greatly diminished.
Thankfully, I guess we're starting to get more whiskeys finished, which of course we need to drink more of these to get those whiskeys. And then you're seeing the rum starting to be finished in them as well, which are really good. Like the Foursquare has some really good sherry, important Madeira finished ones I have that I love. So Rhino wants to know what's the difference between sherry, port, and Madeira. It's just location mostly.
No, so one is the grapes. Yes, look, the port. There's about 13 different grapes that go into port. They either begin with Tinta or they begin with Touriga. So Tinta Nacional, Touriga, Ruiz, on and on. They'll all either begin with Tinta or Noria. But there's also Tinta Cow and all that. So, and obviously coming from Portugal.
Right.
As Jason rightly said earlier, all of your sherry is made with the same grape, Palomino, with the exception of Pedro Ximenez, which is made with
Pedro Ximenez.
There you go. I mean, Madeira, completely different grapes. Yeah, basically 4 types of Madeira. It's Steve Vai's bowel movement. Okay, Steve Vai's bowel movement, which is
bowel movement.
Yeah, it's bowel movement. Okay, Cercial. Okay, Verdejo. Boel Amalmsey. So I remember the acronym by Steve Vai's bowel movement.
Oh,
that was the acronym I used to memorize it. So anyway, so that's Madeira. So different grapes, different region, similar in production, different flavors and stuff.
They're all still fortified wines. They're all in that same category of fortified wine, though.
And sherry is made in a Solera. Whereas Madeira is made in something called an estufa. Estufa imitates the rocking motion and the heat and the temperatures of a sailing ship. I didn't mean to come on and become the professor.
No, it's all good. You know the things we don't know, so it's perfect.
Which is very educational because I didn't know any of this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that?
It's my backbone Oloroso Sherry finished pick.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
So we're drinking the Lustau.
Redbreast.
Yes, we're drinking a Lustau with the Oloroso. We actually have multiple Olorosos for us to try this evening because we want to see how it would change with a blended, an Indian, and an Irish. Since Oloroso is most of your most common one you'll find a whiskey finished in, so we want to do multiple ones of that for fun. And also have a Tomatin finish in as well.
I've been seeing a lot more PX lately than Oloroso, honestly.
Yeah.
Hey, first Phil.
Or a
Good to see you.
combination.
Again, I really enjoyed the wine.
So
Yeah.
Gonzalez, if you're looking for brands, Gonzalez Bias is really good.
Okay.
And Lustau, probably two of the most, I would say, biggest, more reputable.
Price ranges.
Oh, that whiskey is it's so crazy to go from the wine to the whiskey and then find the whiskey big time now. With that all over the place with that sherry.
I think we skipped over this question here from Daniel. What's the general cost range for decent of each of these?
Probably more of a question for Eric.
So not crap stuff and not really, really, really good
So
stuff.
the top
Maybe like in the
end, the top end expensive stuff is going to be Palo Cortado because it's the most rare. Only 2% become Palo Cortado,
Oh.
and that's going to be $60 tops.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not crazy expensive at all.
Your
Nice.
Finos anywhere between $9 and $20.
Okay.
The Amontillado and Oloroso $20-$30. There's no demand. There's not a huge demand for them, so the prices are very affordable.
Which is unfortunate because they need to get drinks so we can use them for our whiskey.
So, like, what's the oldest? Like, what's the ages general range on these usually for these sherries?
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, Eric, you mentioned earlier like the Fino and the Manzanilla. Like, if they get a little bit older in age, they tend to start overlapping in flavor profile. Does that mean they'll keep them younger for that for that variability?
Well, only between. Excuse me, eating a sandwich. Only
That's
between
okay.
the Pinot and the Manzanilla, where if the closeness to the water would make a difference. When you add some age to them, you're diminishing the freshness character of them, of the Pinot and or the Manzanillas, and consequently, they're not as distinctively Manzanilla. They're it become really indistinguishable with a Fino. And if you have a Tomatin Manzanilla or Tomatin
Do you want more
Fino,
of that? We got multiple.
I blind tasted myself. I can't tell the difference between their Manzanilla cask and the Fino cask.
No, I meant
Interesting.
more.
Back to eating your Reuben.
It's a turkey sandwich.
Turkey sandwich.
With cheddar and pepper jack and some olives.
Oh
Nice.
God, damn!
Green olive, very spicy.
Don't want to be walking behind you later.
Okay, so we also have the Tomatin 12, which is Oloroso finished. So we're going to start with that one, and then we also have the Dewar's 21 finished in Oloroso, and then a single cask of Amrut that's finished in Oloroso. So we've got a bunch of these to see how these, being single malt, blend, and Irish, and an Indian, to see how this massive change in effect is on these.
So here's something I recently learned, and I want to experiment more with this. In fact, funny thing, my last live stream, I mentioned you, Matt.
Oh,
and
nice.
You and Daniel, which is I need to calibrate my brain
Amrut.
so that I can tell the difference between a first fill, second fill sherry cask.
That's a good question.
And then what's the difference when you start also introducing a bourbon cask? So if you got a first fill, second fill sherry, and then you've also combined bourbon, can you calibrate your brain to figure out, okay, I think this is what's going on here, you know?
Probably.
So
With
it's
a lot of experience.
Yeah, but it's going to take, which you got to have, I don't know if you know to be like this, Matt. Some guy has like a huge stock of supply that they
I might know someone like that.
blind taste, or get together with Daniel, someone who can also nerd out with me.
Yes.
I'll just make a trip down to you guys, visit y'all, and
That works for us. That'll be
That
awesome.
works.
so this
Matt,
is
tell me the whiskeys again.
Pull out your Tomatin 12 Oloroso,
Hey, take it easy.
This one.
Dewar's 21, and the Amrut
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Atama.
This is 27. Put that away. We need this one.
Okay. So this is a Glengoyne cast strength batch number 8. It's done
Yes,
in
please.
first fill Oloroso, second fill Oloroso, but also bourbon cask. It comes across like the Fino casks.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's because they have introduced second fill. You're backing off the intense black character, and now you're introducing bourbon cask. So again, you're backing off the intensity of the black dried fruit character.
Okay.
Consequently, it comes across like a Fino cask.
Interesting. That's something we'll have to definitely compare. Hey, Donald, how's it going?
Hey, Donald.
And Aaron, how's it going?
So if you buy one of those, because that's Scott over at Scotch Test Dummies, they reviewed one, and Scott was thrown. It was not what he was expecting. He was expecting something different. And
Yeah, because usually Glengoyne cash strength is usually really heavy sherry. So is it always a second fill, or is it usually a first fill and they changed it up this time?
I can tell the difference.
Yeah, I've got I think 4 and 5 and 6 here at the house. I'll have to check them out and see what they say on them.
So Jason, what do you think of the Fino?
I smelled that before.
I actually don't have anything Fino finished, to be honest.
You just have the whiskeys. You have the wines.
No, I just have the whiskeys. Yeah, Matt didn't give me the list, so I didn't buy anything. But I did when I was researching sherries. I did dive into pure bottles of actually some of the ones that he mentioned, which was the Lustau, having some Oloroso. I did have some Amontillado. I did actually have a try of. I did try Palo Cortado at a buddy's house because I never had it. And Scott, speaking of Scott from Scotch Test Dummies, he actually sent me. I actually have a little bit left here. He sent me this 30-year-old Bunnahabhain finished in Palo Cortado. I'm sorry, 20. This is the 20-year.
Oh,
so
okay.
Either
way, I think
I wanted to taste what that was like. So yeah, I've definitely had some more sherries in the past year or so than I ever would have thought because of just trying to learn more about them and what my whiskey is being finished in these days. So, because I'm a dork like that.
We can relate.
That's why we're all here. Yeah. So this is the 21-year Doers, which is finished in Oloroso. So we've got all three of this series, the 21, 27, and 32, which are different sherries we'll go through.
This is the 20-year-old Bunnahabhain Palo Cortado.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the one that Scott sent me, the 20-year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one we're gonna do next.
$400 plus.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You know what? If I had a chance to buy one for $400, I would buy it because
Probably worth it though.
I love it. Yeah.
So there's one of these at the vault. But it's held in reserve for classes that I do not.
Yeah, so I poured all three of these Olorosos
Okay.
in the whiskeys, and I can smell a distinct difference between the grain. It's just crazy smelling them back to back.
It's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Glendronach Allardyce Oloroso 18.
18.
That's a good question though from Marshall. How big of a difference are delicates between a first fill and a second fill barrel? I think that's what we have to kind of determine, Marshall, with I think some experience, and we'll have to figure that out for you as an experience thing and come back in the next few weeks, maybe answer that question for you.
Oh, I can't get enough of this whiskey. And this is the non-chill filtered before they changed it like a bunch of assholes. So
Yes, because they're assholes.
It's the Billy Walker version.
The way
good
whiskey can be presented.
Yes.
Yep.
The version we all want. I guess you put those on.
Oh God, so good.
Yeah, pull the boxes and such shit.
Just almond nuttiness, just like rich cherries. So good.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do this last Amber
Yeah,
one, then I'll pull
right now?
our Cortado one out. So this is a single cast sherry Amrut Amon. I think it's a 7-year-old, and this is a very nice proof on this one. It is 56.5. This is the exclusively matured in it, so this should be
Better be able to notice it.
should be quite the thing.
Is the Doers peated?
No,
It's got some funk on it. And
I don't know.
Which
It's
Doers
not-
is that? Is that the Palo Cortado?
No, we haven't poured that yet. She's doing the Doers 21.
Oh,
It may be because it's got grain in it, whereas everything else was barley.
It very well could be, but I mean, it's got funk on it, and it's not Oloroso funk.
I
I
don't know.
rearranged everything on my shelves. I don't know where in the hell all my whiskeys are.
That part I don't know. Hey, Christopher David, how's it
I
going?
don't smell it on the nose.
I didn't either.
Here we go.
I didn't get any of that on the nose, but then it just had this funk to the taste.
This Allardyce is from 2018, and it definitely has a little bit of a funk to it, which I love.
That's
I know. There's usually older whiskey in it. I know Bill referred to it.
stupid good.
I think that's 22-year-old Allardyce.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of the best.
I like it.
Did you guys get to the Indian, the Amata yet?
Yeah.
What'd you guys think?
Oh, that's the best of the line.
Yeah, when Scott was down here, him and Bart were here last time, I brought that to share with them. They really liked that one. In fact, the funny thing is, when Scott had been shopping earlier that day, happened to get the same bottle, which was hilarious.
Nice.
So what wine are you drinking? A whiskey right now? Are you doing any wines? Or are you guys done with the wine?
Yeah, we're finishing the last of the Olorosos we had, but now we're going to switch over to the Palo Cortado.
Oh, that means I get to pour my Buna. Awesome.
All right, so I guess we'll see. This is a Lustau Palo Cortado.
Tell me a number real quick before you turn it over to Eric.
It is number 13.
1300.
What's the whiskey?
The whiskey will be Dewar's 27.
I got that one.
The Dewar's 27 is a Palo Cortado finish?
Yeah.
Correct.
But it's
Wow.
only a half bottle.
Yeah, it's only a half bottle. That's true.
It's an itty bitty.
It is a 375. That's true.
Oh, Buna, you beautiful baby.
Yeah, I imagine that's pretty amazing.
So of all the sherries, Palo Cortado is my favorite.
So why is Palo Cortado so rare and so unique?
Because it makes it more expensive.
Okay.
There you go.
I got notes for rich and sweet with notes of spice and fruit.
How Palo Cortado becomes Palo Cortado is a bit confusing. Fred Dame, Master Sommelier, if you ask him what's Palo Cortado, he says Palo Cortado is Palo Cortado.
Super helpful.
That's very informative.
60 hertz. How's it going?
Yeah. So it's sort of.
Oh, it smells really good.
Let's see if I can accurately describe this from memory.
Is it like
Looks
just
like an Amontillado on the way to becoming an Oloroso, but then kind of quits.
Yeah, I think that's probably accurate based on our limited knowledge of doing this.
That's probably the best way I could explain it. And because it's supposedly accidental, and like it's not. So, by the way, sherry's generally speaking, you might say we're going to make a Fino, we're going to make a this, we're going to make a that. It's becoming something. They go, what's it becoming? I don't know. What do you think, Larry? I don't know. What do you think, Fred?
Crazy.
And they go, okay, I think it's becoming this, and then they designate it where it's going to go. So the little hash marks and crosses there's a little cross on there. They're not being religious necessarily. It has to do with the hash marks that they make on the cask when they make various hashes on it as to what direction it's going and what ultimately it will become.
These are good.
It's so confusing. There's so many bottles.
There's so many bottles over here. I just dumped out the
It's
whiskey.
like there's so much whiskey.
We've got so many more.
I sent Will 14 wines and 20 whiskeys tonight. So
I poured the whiskey in a glass and I handed it to him and said, "This is the whiskey." He proceeded to take it and put it in the dump glass. Like, why do you have two empty glasses? Fucker.
It's not a cheap one, Will. Don't dump that one.
Don't put the rest.
Fucking half bottle.
Drink the rest of that. Don't put any more in the dump glass.
I won't.
So I have a
Drink
glass.
it.
I have a glass of just straight up Palo Cortado.
Yes.
And I mispronounce this shit all the time, so don't trust me.
Yeah, you know we can't pronounce squat.
Yeah.
Palo Cortado.
I really
Now you're saying
the
like
nose.
Texas.
This is probably my favorite of the noses so far.
Raisins,
I like it. It smells really nice.
Yeah.
raisins, dates, figs, but there's a certain acute and intensity of it. There's a saltiness there. So
Yeah, I like that saltiness.
Kid, someone would give a plate of various dried fruits and nuts, and then it would come like a little poker stick. You're supposed to pick it off and eat them. But if we didn't like them, so they'd sit there for God knows how long, and eventually the stuff just starts dissolving and melting and becoming a big.
I mean, this Bunnahabhain Palo Cortado is one of my favorite whiskeys. You get such a nice mix of like summer fruit, and then all of a sudden you get this roundness of this really beautiful cinnamon and spice on the back edge of it. It's such a beautiful balance. I mean, this is like the ultimate flavor profile in whiskey that I look for. I want fruit, sweet, and all that balance, but I want spice and I want to finish. And holy shit, this thing has all of it and then some.
So that was my whiskey of the year last year, and a lot of people were pissed off.
Why? Because nobody can get it, or you got to pay $100 to get it.
Hey, you know what? You drink great whiskey. I mean, it should be whatever you think it is. That's all that matters.
Oh my
Whether
god!
they can get it or not, it's not your problem. It's the best thing you had.
And the more I drink this, more strawberries coming to the forefront, which is crazy.
Interesting.
Yep.
Sounds delicious.
Yep.
The wine is spectacular.
Yep.
Really
I'm gonna have to if a $60 bottle of this is the more expensive, I'm gonna try to find one. That's amazing.
Oh, you could easily get $45 easy.
Oh, okay.
So, what's your favorite brand of Palo Cortado, Eric?
Right here. This is Cruz Vieja. Cruz Vieja.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
How's the whiskey?
I love the nose on it, but then you get to that palate and it still has that funk, and it could very well be
It's the grain.
grain.
Some of the most affordable ones are the Osborne brand. Generally speaking, they just tend to be the most affordable and easy to get.
Yes. Oh yeah. Usually our whiskey of the years are usually stupid things like they're Gaelic because they're amazing. Yes, I know you can't get them, and I don't care. They're fucking awesome. Thankfully, they come to Mirage. Thank God. Mirage is the reason that the entire East Coast allotment of went to Mirage. Just want to let everybody know that's where it's going to go this year too.
Sorry about you.
You're not getting any. Sorry. Because we buy it all and it gets so locally to everyone here that come to my house is the only people that buy that stuff.
You guarantee I'll buy at least
Sure.
one.
And that's how Jason got to try it for the first time when he was here. And same thing with Liquor Hound and several other people. So yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, because it was Liquor Hound's whiskey of the year too for Irish.
The Bear Gaelic? Oh my god.
Because it's freaking insane.
Did they release the new releases this year? They still
not yet. The Kyle Bag hasn't been released yet.
Yeah, I'm in line for one of those, man.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah. So EJ says Ozzy makes good sherry too. First, I didn't know Ozzy Osbourne made sherry. I kind of find that surprising.
It's bat flavored.
Yes.
Oh,
if he's been to Australia,
Cherry.
Sherry is a protected denomination of origin, and so if you call something sherry and it's made in the United States or Australia, you can't export it into the EU because it's a protected designation.
Ozzy sweat sherry.
Yeah, just like champagne.
So what's the deal with Texas being able to use one of those protected?
We have an agreement when we were a country.
So there's a winery that says that it makes Madeira, but they don't even use the traditional Madeira grapes. Interesting. So other than stylistically in the way they make the wine, which they're sort of imitating Madeira, other than that, it has no similarities to Madeira. A lot of things, if you do them before it became a protected DO, designation of origin, you could still do it, but you still can't export it into the EU.
Interesting.
There are some wines here made in California that are called California champagne. I wouldn't serve those to the Taliban.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's rough.
All right, so now we got an interesting one here. So this is Lustau East India Solera Cream. And then, which is, we're going to then pair that with a Glendronach 15 Revival, which is both Pedro Ximenez and Oloroso.
You're going to tell me if any of these have peat in them, right?
None of them have peat in them.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
You said Glendronach.
Now, I figured that'd be a whole separate night, peated sherry finished.
You said Glendronach 15?
Oh yeah.
Yes. And then this is number 11 for your wine. Hey,
11,
how's it going?
Which one is 11? What are we drinking?
This is the Lustau East India Solera sherry.
Oh, okay. I'm staying with Palo Cortado because it's delicious.
Yeah. I think it's 80 Oloroso, 20% Pedro Ximenez.
Okay.
Yes, Daniel Zitrick. Karchus PX is amazing.
Yes, it is.
It's very amazing. The end.
Yeah, that was my favorite peated whiskey last year. As far as
Yeah, I bought two of them because they were so. You know what just showed up here in Ohio, which I haven't seen in a long time, is the Lefroy 10 Natural Cask Strength.
Oh, nice. Those are delicious. I do like those.
Yeah, haven't seen those in a while. They're sitting on the shelf now here, so
Cool.
Nice.
grabbed one.
Yeah, first, Phil, I've been looking for that whiskey for a very long time. I've still never found one of those Ben Romick peat smokes. Can't find them here anywhere. Never seen one. Read about it in books and magazines. Really want to try it. Someday I'll find one.
Ooh, this smells good.
Oh, yeah, they've changed since being open. They've gotten way better. No doubt.
So this is way fruitier.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
What
super
we've smelled
fruit.
so far. Like this is much more into the berry territory.
Same on the whiskey.
Red berries and
Same on the whiskey.
So this is Navazosa Palazzi
I just got this.
from Spain.
Okay.
They make a malt and they also make a grain aged in Palo Cortado.
Oh,
They only do I think they only do like 3 casks a year. So it's about 300 bottles. You can find it, but the problem is most of the stores I have found that find it don't ship outside their local area. So it's in some way not difficult to find. It's harder to find someone who will ship it to you. But there's a place in Indianapolis, Vine and Table. You familiar with Vine and Table?
Yeah.
They tend to get it. And so if you know someone who has a whiskey tube channel with 4 people in it in the neighborhood, see if they can track it down for you and send it to you. I got this one from a place in New York, but maybe one of those guys will get you one as well. This is the grain. The malt is a lot better.
okay.
At the vault, there's a grain version. A malt version of this. This is the grain version, but it's like $90, and this really shows off the Palo Cortado. I mean, it just really, really, really shines, and this is an absolutely killer whiskey.
Scottie Pippen has a whiskey. I was unaware Scottie Pippen had a whiskey.
Yeah, it's called 5 Digits.
Is it any good?
No.
Okay, not that I'm surprised.
That's
I'm glad you saved me the effort of looking. So it's as good as proper 12 is what I'm hearing.
That's my favorite. That's my honest review.
The answer is no.
Please, that was how you really feel, Eric. Or Jason, no.
No.
The palate is quite a bit sweeter as well, and more into the berry territories than what we've had leading up until this so far. But it's not overly sweet. It's just got a lot more berries on it than anything thus far. I guess should be expected.
I'm not versed enough in the wines to pick things out. All of these that I've been smelling, and I don't know, they all have the same underlying nose to me, and I can't place what it is. It's kind of
So you don't like this one either, which is a single malt.
no. I'm talking about the wine.
Oh, the
Done
wine.
all of the wines so far.
I'm smelling them. I'm not drinking them. I'm smelling them.
Hey Eric, Court, how's it going? I like that, Bill. That's funny. Dennis Rodman put out a whiskey finished in glitter. It's no good.
That's gonna be a hard no.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Trying to reach that gold sloggers crowd.
There you go.
Love it in North Korea.
I love it in North Korea.
No, the whiskey is good. I like the whiskey.
Oh, the whiskey.
It's very berry forward and just rich and
Yeah.
good.
Oh god, that's funny.
I like that one.
I do too. And I like the wine much more than I was expecting to.
It's that one.
I can't with the nose. Eric's got like a project going on down there.
Well,
So I bought two of the Bunnahabhain Palo Cortado. I opened one, reviewed it, did a video, and then I took the open bottle with me down to Texas. The one here I have here has not been opened. So I'm like, do I open it now? Open some other time? Save it for a special occasion? Do I need it to be able to travel somewhere? I don't know. So I decided, no, I'm not going to do it.
So then we got a few of these to do. Yes, we'll put that down.
What do y'all
All right.
want to
We're going to move on to some PX, and then we got some other types of wines after this.
Well,
So this is-
we need to buckle it up, man. We got to go.
We got 30 minutes, bud. If not, I'm willing to stick around. Alvear Solera 1927 PX.
Oh wait, we're going to PX now.
Yeah, we're doing PX, and then we've got Marsalas and ports and
Okay.
Muscatels and Malaga and stuff. So
Oh Jesus!
I got Marsala. I got a PX.
Do I need to go back and grab my Redbreast PX? Okay.
So are we doing PX now?
Yay!
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go Irish whiskey. I'm gonna drink this glorious Redbreast PX.
That's what that's what we're getting.
Yeah,
So
I'll drink that with you guys.
So Pedro Ximenez, not only is it a different grape, the other ones are Palomino. This is
okay.
But most of it actually comes from east of the Sierras region in a place called Monte Morelos. It's on different soils. Palomino is grown on a soil called Albariza. It's like a white chalky soil. PX is grown on different soils, and the PX grapes are actually laid on a mat, not like Matt Zetrick, but like a straw mat out on the ground, and they're allowed to turn to raisins. So they're actually sort of dried. So it's like a straw wine, and they have what they have in Italy. So they put it, or like vin natural in France. So they lay it on a mat, and it desiccates to become little raisins, and then whatever juice is left, they squeeze it to get the juice out of it.
Okay.
So what you have is something that's just hyper sweet, just unbelievably sweet. And so a little PX is usually oftentimes added to other types of sherry, just to sweeten them up a little bit.
Okay. All right. We've got it. Yeah. So this Redbreast, and then the number for you guys is number 14.
Man,
We've got see. Do I have another PXs? Oh yeah, I do.
And this stuff is not only super dark, it's thick. It coats the glass and turns the glass brown.
Beautiful.
look at that. That's like black. Looks like a stout.
Yeah, yes.
It really does.
So there's a local. I'm just now getting into beers.
Fruity stout.
There's a beer place about 8 minutes from my office, and I mean a bunch of people from work have been going out and drinking beers.
Nice.
And I've gotten into the porters and the stouts.
Yeah, that's. I mean, if I'm gonna have a beer, that's really all I drink. Is either a porter or a stout.
Same here.
Yep.
Oh, I like.
If I'm not drinking beer, it's probably from real ale.
I don't drink IPA. I call them itchy pain in the asses. I just don't like them.
Yeah, they're not my favorite.
I've
I can't do an IPA.
I've had a couple that I've enjoyed, but most of them are too.
Run through the forest with your mouth open right after it rained, and then you fall.
And you drink it.
And you get a mouthful of wet
Hops.
dirt.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not my favorite.
I don't like IPAs.
I love this Redbreast PX. It's almost like toasted. It's gonna sound weird, but it smells like and tastes like a toasted strawberry Pop-Tart.
So you ever remember those old raisin commercials with the dancing raisins, the big
California raisin.
California
Yeah, California raisin. Now, if one of those spooged, it would be like this.
It's so good though. Stupid
You
good.
got heard it through the grapevine.
Ruined that song.
It's
Yep,
thick.
thanks.
Black. So you get a lot of raisins.
I'm going to retire the glass.
There's almost like a syrupy character to it.
Yeah.
It does. It smells like ridiculously sweet and thick and viscous. I don't. This one smells the least like I'm going to enjoy it of
It's
all
got
of
like
these so
fake
far.
Oh
compote.
yeah, because you hate sweet. Yeah, this is probably not for you. I love it. I think this is delicious. This is awesome.
But it's also
This
coated.
this is concentrated deep red fruits.
Which I like.
It's like
Will and Sarah, are you having that Redbreast PX?
That's what I got.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Like I totally get. I get like strawberry cherry Pop Tart.
Yep. With the frosting. With the
Yeah,
frosting.
'cause I get like the pastry like note, but
Yep.
all the rich
The
fruit.
fruits.
But like just coming out of the toaster, there's like a toastiness to it.
Yep.
no, that's like closer to an ice wine to me as far as like
He's drinking the
I love
wine
ice
still.
wine.
as far as like the
Yeah,
palate goes.
it's all about that.
Very
Oh,
sweet.
That's for a different show, the ice wines and sauternes and stuff like that. Oh, we have a super chat here. Let me grab this real quick.
Jason.
But I could see strawberry preserves on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting a lot richer, a lot deeper notes. I'm getting like into the blues and the black territories, but it's just so concentrated.
Well, thank you very much, sir, Jason Boosie, raising a glass to one Sarah's River that crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Thanks, Jason.
Cheers, Jason.
Right.
And yet it's not flabby. It has acidity to it.
Ooh, Belgian
Yeah.
quads, Bill, those are delicious.
And
I
it's
like
still
smoked
fairly
beers,
balanced.
too, a lot from Germany.
It's just so sweet.
All right, I'm going to pour this Dewar's 32 next.
By the way, if nobody has voted for Jason Busey yet, Jason
Do
Busey,
it.
he's trying to get a bike built by Paul Tuttle Sr.
Really?
Get a bike built, get his own chopper.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good on it too.
Yeah, I think he's
got
gonna
a beard for it. That's
Isn't
for
he in the
sure.
semifinals? I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jason, if you have a link for that, can you message it to me and I can post it to the chat?
Yeah. Let get some people voting for him so Jason can get his bike, because Jason Busey and I have a deal that if he gets the bike, I get to ride bitch with him as
Thank you, pitch hitter.
Yeah,
That-
I'm gonna go to
Perfect.
Oh,
Texas.
nice.
I'm gonna go to Texas and he's gonna give me a ride as I hang on for dear life. It's gonna be amazing.
Awesome.
That's even better. One of our mods already took care of it. Thank you very much, pinch hitter.
Oh, there you go, pinch hitter. Good job, man.
Perfect. That's good too.
It would taken me so long to look it up on Facebook. So
Ooh,
Yeah.
this Dewar smells delicious too.
Yeah.
32 years Dewar's. Quite a fun time.
those are pretty good values for.
Those
for
are
the age
really
there.
good values.
Yeah, they really are.
For the age statements that there are, the nice bottles. I mean, they're 375s, but the bottles themselves are nicely made.
Yeah.
They're a good looking bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, they got nice, you got a lot of glass in there.
Unfortunately, it
They
still takes up as much space on your bar because it's just shorter.
This is true.
Yeah.
I would have been happier if they would have gone, thinner. But it's
Oh, nice, Matthew Parks. This is
You
new
still- you get the
favorite
same
Scotch
funkiness on
grape.
this one?
Awesome. They're
I'm
like
gonna do it.
140, Dean. So not bad. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not bad for a 32-year Scotch. 140 is not a bad price.
Yeah.
But it's a half a
Well,
bottle.
Yeah, those
It is
were
half a
those-
bottle.
Yeah,
True.
those were $130 here in Ohio. I mean, sub 150 with a 32-year
I'll take
age statement. I mean, come on.
46 ABV.
I mean,
mean,
yeah, it's got a decent ABV for a Dewar's. Usually, you're looking at 40. So
Yeah. Yeah. We do love the Aberfeldy Bacardi family. They're good. We are quite good friends with them and their ambassadors and stuff. So we have another big thing coming up with Aberfeldy. Gareth, who's the national ambassador for the United States, will be down at my house in June. So it's going to be awesome. It's the best way to spend our night. Cheers, friends. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it.
thanks, Bill.
appreciate you, Bill.
ka-ching.
So yeah, that'll be a special like Thursday night stream or something when Gareth's here. So he said he's bringing fun goodies from Scotland for us. So I'm very much looking forward to it. That's where I think he's currently at the moment is in Scotland. So
it's really weird with these dewars that these finished ones have that funk and which I'm perceiving as the grain. But I remember when we went through the dewars stream that we had, I didn't get this funk on the other ones. It's really weird.
Don't we all?
They're 375s, Jason.
Don't we all, Greg? Don't we all?
All right, so next I'm going to pour is the Tomatin 12 Pedro Ximenez. So we can try that one here.
Nice.
The last one, I'm not exactly sure what kind of sherry it is. I don't care. I'm pouring it because it's one of my favorite whiskeys of all time, which is Kavalan Sherry, because it's just truly top 5 whiskeys ever for me.
Oh, yeah, I got mine right up there. Ooh,
I don't really give a shit. I just know it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What am I pouring?
Pour the Tomatin 12, the Pedro Ximenez. They just put PX on it.
For the Tomatins, I just have the Fino, the Manzanilla, and
I might have to do it.
Yeah, we were going to save those for another night to do all peated finished in sherry.
Sarah's favorite. Sarah's favorite.
Oh, I know. Sarah's going to be like, I'm sick that night. I can't do this. I can't drink the wine. I can't drink the whiskey.
Yeah.
I'll be going to bed early that night.
Yeah.
Just like,
and then poor Will's gonna have to sleep in the other rooms. He's gonna stink like smoke.
He's gonna reek of it.
No, he's gonna have to like brush his teeth, do a bourbon rinse, use the mouthwash, and take a shower.
And then tab it in.
Is that one it?
That's it.
All at the same time.
Tomalo Paxa.
Yep.
Hey, Greg, how's it going?
I love Tomalo.
Oh, there's a Christopher David poured the Kavalan Vino Barrique. I do love that one, Christopher David. That one's awesome. You love my that's the Tomatin PX, man. That's it. It's beautiful.
It's in code.
Tomalo, yeah.
I love it. That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
I like that.
Smells
Like I said, for $25, you can't go wrong. It's got to be one of the best $25 purchases of whiskey ever had.
Are all these Tomatins that price?
Dude, is it still that? I don't know if they had. I got these from Mirage like maybe 2-3 years ago in a quad pack. I don't know. Eric hasn't seen it, so my guess is they're probably gone.
If I saw it, I'd buy it.
Yeah, for real, right? If he saw it, he would just buy it. So, yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
This one?
Yeah,
I do.
Another Tomatin?
I don't like it as much as the Redbreast, but I like that one.
I don't know if you guys are into. I know you guys like Indian whiskey. If you're interested, Ohio just released. I don't know if they just released it, but they have a Paul John cask strength single cask that they released here in Ohio.
That sounds amazing.
Or not?
If you guys want one, they're $100. It's 110 proof.
Yes.
Do you know if it's peated or not?
Let me see.
how's it going?
Let me see what it says here.
Good to see you. Oh, yes.
I know
Eric
it's not
likes to drink.
non-chill filtered.
I would think.
I'm super curious.
I hope.
Right. I would hate that if you released it at that high of a proof and you still fucking chill filtered it. Somebody needs to have a fucking talk with you.
Oh, yeah, Dean, that Mizunara and that Caribbean Smooth. Yeah, I drank a lot of those. Yeah, here's that Kavalan Sherry cask. Like I said, look at the color on that bad boy.
Wow.
This is all sherry the entire 10 years. It's awesome.
Did you give me that one?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did. I was a nice man and gave you some.
So Lefroy Carchus, they did a Fino version.
Yeah. You don't like that one? I've got it.
The peat overrides the Fino. It's not bad whiskey. It's just not really shining Fino. It's not really showing off the Fino the way it should.
It doesn't look like it's peated. I think it's all ex-bourbon.
Hey, Sandeep. Good to see you.
Sandeep Chima, how you doing?
It is stupid good.
Did you find it?
I don't know.
I love this one. This is probably
Matt.
the best. That is Amrut Oloroso. That's the Adama.
That's
You already
not
poured
what
that
we're
one
looking
earlier.
for? What are we looking for?
Kavalan.
Kavalan. Look for something that looks like a K.
Found championship.
Yeah, I'm not good at writing. Everyone that's ever gotten tumbles from me is like, what is this shit? I just take pictures now and send them pictures with them. It's a safer bet.
It's this one, right?
That's the one.
Kavala.
It looks like Kavda.
I don't know.
Kavda.
Wait, you're breaking out the Kavalan Sherry?
Yeah, because, man.
Insurance.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I got to get mine now.
How can I not?
I know. It's
So
so
good.
dark.
He already showed the
It's
bottle.
so dark.
That's like grape jelly dark.
I know.
Well,
It's
man,
so
that
good.
it almost does what the sherry does, like tinting the glass.
And Will, that's the Kavalan?
Yeah.
I've tasted them
Oh,
at the vault,
God.
but I've never bought a bottle of Kavalan. I need
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, I need
dude,
to-
it's
God, I
so
love
good.
Kavalan. I'm with you actually, Eric. Matt's given me sample upon sample upon sample of Kavalan, but their price point has kept me from buying a bottle. They're up there. They want a lot. They're worth it. They're tasty as shit.
Okay. For all you people that's saying that they're gonna get Matt a label maker, he will never use it.
We've tried that.
tried. I have one here that I was
Yeah,
like,
build it.
here, take
Hey,
this. And
Charles.
he said,
Look
no,
how
I'm never
dark
gonna
that
use it.
is. Look how dark.
So beautiful.
It's glorious.
Like, seriously, it when you brought it up to the camera there, you could really see through the glass part, but the rest of the bottle was like
No.
fading into the background
Right.
of all the
I'm
dark.
very slow. I said I would take a label maker as long as someone came over and typed on it for me.
Yeah,
God.
yeah, he
It's
won't
so
do it
dark.
himself.
It takes
Those are
too
wet.
long. The scribble is
Couple?
faster. Uh-huh.
That is a Jason's glass has like there's like a red hue to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And then
totally.
it's dark and then it's dark at the core, but there's a red hue around it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
it was a wet barrel.
Yeah,
No, this is this is a single cast selection, 59.4% ABV from Whiskey World.
This is an old bottle.
These are all gone now, but I mean, you know, Dustin. Dustin bought like a case of these.
Yeah. Oh, I have no. Yeah, 57.8. This is a 2017.
Yeah.
This is a 10-year.
Yeah,
But
Matt's handwriting labels is what makes getting those samples so special. It's part of these.
it
things.
is.
Well,
Just
and
like deciphering it.
And
it
mysterious.
also it also
I like it.
Kind of mysterious too, because you don't know what the hell.
Jason was here. He wrote the ones for the bourbon junkies, which was hilarious. And then
Yeah.
like wrote like "You're so white, you suck." It was
Yeah.
freaking hilarious on the labels.
it also makes it a fun game when we have like just chill nights and we're killing samples over here.
Well, and I think
Guess
it's also
the sample.
it's also a good drinking game. If you can't read the handwriting,
You gotta drink that shit.
you're drunk
like-
enough and you're done.
No.
I
for the
like what
evening.
Pete says. I hate when I
I'm
find
done
old Matt
before I
samples.
start.
No chance to know what it is.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. Chances are it's good. That's the best I can tell you.
Pete, those are the ones that you take a picture and you send it to Matt and be like, "What is this?" And
Yeah, any ideas of what this
I
could
don't
say?
know.
decipher this for me, please.
Well, I'll just say
It's like
the
a
one thing
cryptex.
the one thing that concerns me is Matt's handwriting on those bottles. It's very similar to the notes by the Zodiac Killer.
What can I say? We were friends. Too bad he's dead now. I wonder why.
They both had the same elementary school teacher learn how to write. Apparently,
Daniel, I hope your handwriting is better than Matt's. Did you get the good handwriting gene?
Oh. Ooh, that's
But
not
many
good.
of
Pete. That's
mine
the
are
one
from
your night.
Peter
Ooh, I'm
Glendronach.
sorry.
Hey Matt, did you go to Catholic school?
No, my kids do, but I didn't.
Okay.
My oldest has really beautiful handwriting. My youngest, she writes like me. It's horrifying.
Are you trying to say that that's where his bad handwriting came from? Because I went to Catholic school. My handwriting is just a little bit better than his.
It's an ancient astronaut theory says is actually ancient alien language. That's correct. Oh, God, that's funny.
And Daniel's freaking left-handed.
Oh God. Okay, so it says, what is everyone's thoughts on wet barrel usage? For me, it seems like it's kind of cheating to get such a dark color. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Dean.
yeah, I
It
think.
makes the whiskey taste good. I'm not.
I mean,
really a
yeah,
problem
it's.
with it.
I see people on very different sides of the fence on it. Some people are okay with it and they love it because they get the full the full onslaught of flavor from that finishing cask, and then some. And then you have folks that think it's like cheating. Honestly, I think more of the bourbon folks think it's more cheating than anything. I haven't really seen a lot of Scotch folks that really complain about it, honestly.
Scotch folks aren't purists, except when it comes to single malt.
We got a New Zealander in the house.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's more. I think bourbon people really just
Hey,
very sure about what they want in it, and it's just going to be new oak that one time, and they don't really like that whole thing. I couldn't care less.
So
I would be okay with Canadian laws that allow for you to put in like 1% of another spirit.
I don't care as long as the whiskey's good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah.
I'm with
That's
I'm
what
with
Daniel
creation.
says here too. Yeah.
Yeah,
with
it's all
creation. I
as
want
long
it
as
to
it
be-
as long as it tastes good. I think in some instances when I have bourbon with a big finish and you see a very dark color, I mean, and you know it's wet barrels. Now if I could judge it that if the spirit that it's being finished in overtakes the backbone of the bourbon, that's one thing. But if it still complements it and it's just a good whiskey, then who cares?
Well, and honestly, Jason, even to me, even if it overshadows, if it still creates a good product
So
that somebody
two
loves,
points.
Yeah.
wine creates a
What's going on
fanboy.
here?
I mean, I can honestly say, I mean, this is our pick that we did, this Sherry. I mean, you could see how dark.
That is
It is.
insanely dark for a bourbon.
Yeah, the sherry had a big influence in it, but I mean, it tasted like pralines and like spice, and it was amazing. So
2 points. One, are they pushing it's the Scotch? Are they really pushing the edge of the legal boundaries of the SWA? And is the SWA paying attention to it the way they do to some other nicky picky things? Because what you're really doing is introducing you might, other than you using the cask to get the wine into the whiskey, you might as well just freaking pour some little sherry into it and call it done.
yeah, I would have the same question for the TTB and bourbon, right? There's a very curious bottle. You guys know St. Elmo's Steakhouse? You ever heard of them?
Heard of it, but yeah.
They have a whiskey that has come out that is labeled a bourbon, but on the bottle it says cherry and vanilla flavor added.
Oh.
Now, what's
How
weird
did they
to
get
me-
that label?
Exactly. You're not supposed to be able to add any flavoring to a whiskey and be able to call it bourbon. So how it's being called bourbon, I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I mean, even if it started
maybe-
off as a bourbon, you shouldn't be able to use that term
Well,
if you put a flavoring in there.
Yeah,
It's labeled as flavored
uh,
whiskey.
yeah, exactly. So it's very. I actually took a picture of the bottle and actually emailed the TTB about it because I'm a dork. Because I was kind of pissed about it. I'm like, why is this being able to be called bourbon? Like, what? I never got a response, so I'm sure it's like number 8 million on their to-do list. But
That lazy person that day at the TTB didn't see the small handwriting on the application.
But I mean, but that's the thing. It's not even small. It says pure. I'll even look it up. I'll show you guys. It's crazy.
Hysterical.
So
While he's doing that, Matt, what am I pouring?
You are, kind of like that Basil Hayden that adds that disgusting.
So here's the thing: if I could take some whiskeys and just put a few drops of Oloroso or whatever into it, and then blind taste you with one that supposedly was aged in a sherry cask, and you can't tell the difference, then just if you like a sherry cask, go buy yourself some nice sherry, get yourself an eyedropper, and drop a few drops into a very inexpensive whiskey. It'll cover all any flaws or any root to the whiskey, and you can cover it up by just putting a few drops of sherry. And I'm not saying that's a bad way to drink your whiskey. I'm just saying
it's not.
You could do that.
Straight bourbon whiskey
With dark cherry and bourbon vanilla beans.
Oh.
Is it?
That seems like a problem.
Is that a cock syrup?
Is it 80?
The fact that they have straight
It's
bourbon
80. It's
whiskey on
88. It's 88 proof.
the fact that they have straight bourbon whiskey on that top line
Is wrong?
kind of fucked up.
It's kind of fucked up. I know.
Like, if you're going to call it straight bourbon whiskey with blah 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 blah, that needs to be on one fucking line.
Yeah.
You can't be calling that shit straight bourbon whiskey on the top and then other shit underneath it. That's fucked up.
Wouldn't be classified as bourbon anymore if they're adding the flavor. It'd be classified as flavor.
My ideology here is I think that someone at the TTB got a lot of free steaks.
I think what we need to do is call Matt Porter, bring him in and see what he thinks.
There you go.
Okay, so
like,
everybody find that picture and everybody email the TTB and let's flood their inbox with pictures of this label.
And then we'll call Rex and invite Rex in.
There you go.
Yeah.
Solid plan. It's like Dan said he made a sherry bomb out of 2 liters in his age with Clan McGregor. See? Problem solved.
God, this Kavalan is so effing good.
All right, we're going to pour some Marsala, some Florio Marrsala here.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Dead
I
man.
do like that with
And
a
then
good
this is
sugar.
the exact actual whiskey that it's finished in is this Writer's Tears Marsala, which is the exact same type of wine, which is the Florio Marsala. Same brand and everything. So this should be a
Marsala.
fun.
Yes.
Where's mine?
Here you
So
are.
Marsala from
Where's
the
yours?
most southern
Sure.
regions of Italy.
You
Going to the Olive Garden. Chicken Marsala.
No,
Basically, sort of the
The Olive Garden. Oh, dear God.
Which is garbage. It's terrible.
It hurts my heart.
Because it's not even it's like and gets worse and worse every year.
Yep.
Olive Garden's garbage.
This is the real Marsala.
Now Marsala, I know about. I know it's a fortified wine. It's normally made in Sicily. It creates this nutty, caramelized flavor that usually works very well in sauces and cooking. I can't say I've ever drank it straight though.
You got to know that if you're Italian.
You kind of have to. It's a rule. Yeah.
So
Just don't drink that cooking Marsala. That shit's
I've had
not
people
good.
rave
No.
about sherry,
Yeah,
how great sherry is. I've had people rave about Madeira, how great Madeira is, how great port is. I've never heard anybody rave about Marsala, how great Marsala
This
is.
is a really good Marsala. I really like this, which I didn't think I would because I've only had like really crappy Marsalas prior to tonight, and they were just truly awful. This is actually shockingly good.
I enjoyed this one as well.
Oh, nice!
I enjoyed this
60%
way
Cool.
more than the PX that we just had. But
Delicious.
it's simple.
Mhm.
It's very simple compared to some of the other sherries that we were drinking earlier.
It's distinct too. Yeah.
First
Marsala has a little bit more of a sweeter profile, where I think Madeira has a little bit more of an earthy flavor to it.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
we're doing Madeira next, so you get to compare.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna grab my. I have an MC.
This Writer's Tears is amazing.
I haven't.
It really is.
I have an MC01 Port Charlotte that's finished in Madeira. That's pretty fantastic.
That sounds really good.
I'm gonna have. So this is another sample of another Bunnahabit. This is a 30-year Marsala finish.
Dungeons and Drams. I'm guessing that's probably Bill.
That's Bill.
Hey, Bill, how's it going?
Hey, Bill.
And everyone, it's Bill the Whiskey Dick, by the way, everyone. If you don't know, it's that Bill. So if you haven't subbed to Dungeons and Drams or the Whiskey Dictionary, check out both those channels.
Hey, listen, Donald Rance. The only thing I do love I love Olive Garden for one thing. It's the endless bowl. It's the endless bowl of soup and breadsticks and salad.
The only thing they don't fuck up,
The only thing that's not Italian.
but it still tastes.
No, I mean they make a pretty good pasta fazool. I don't mind it. You have that with some bread and some salad, like in endless bowls. You're good to go.
I'll make my own Italian food here
Yeah, I mean
from my
that's-
Italian roots.
I like the endless pasta.
my girlfriend Kim, she'll never ask me to go out for Italian food because she'll know I'll just
Yeah,
make
it's so much better at home.
I'll just
for sure.
make
Usually
Exactly.
when we go out for Italian, I get something that's totally not Italian.
I
Like,
haven't been,
We'll
I've
go
been
to
Olive Garden since 1995.
it's 1995.
Well, they had that all you can eat pasta thing that was like $100 for a month or some crazy shit. And people ate there every day. Like, what the hell do you think was going to happen, you dumbasses? And
Yeah.
they just continued it. Shocker.
upper middle class Karens prefer
Hey.
Buca di Beppo.
Probably
William
accurate.
used to work at Buca di Beppo.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
I was in Vegas and Buca di Beppo was at I forgot I think it was at Excalibur, like right when you get to Excalibur. There, I definitely saw some Karens in there.
Yeah,
Buca di Beppo
see,
sucks.
that's correct, Bill. That was fine dining in high school, Bill. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, Pinchero. Buca di Beppo sucks too.
Garbage. Yeah, if you're gonna get Italian, at least go to a local place, not a freaking chain thinking you're gonna get actual Italian.
If we go get Italian here, we go to Italianos.
I go Domino.
We go there, Nicky's. I like both of those.
Nicky's,
I like Nicky's too.
Nicky's is good too. But
Yeah,
again,
we don't go to this, or Cafe Sicilia is the other one we like.
Again, when I go to an Italian restaurant, I very rarely get actual Italian food. I get like a fish dish or something like that.
Oh.
And
Well, it's the traditional.
I only go to Italian places if I know there's a grandma on the back cooking. That's it.
seriously,
Solid decision.
And
What about
and Greek food as well.
Oh yeah, they got to be a real Greek
Yeah.
family, otherwise it's
Yep.
garbage.
1-800
Barely
Domino.
speak English.
what are we
About half an
pouring?
hour.
It's after 11. What are we pouring?
We are pouring some Madeira. It's the Blandy's 5-year Malmsey Madeira.
Holy crap! Are we going to Madeira? Son of a bitch! Right,
Some a bitch.
Madeira.
Now we're gonna pour for the whiskey the Amrut Indian Single Malt Madeira at 50%. We reviewed this like 2.5 years ago.
Forever ago.
It's so good then too.
Yeah, Jason, Coach, you can't compare Italian food in Italy to what we get here. It's crazy.
No, it's totally different.
Totally different. And they don't serve you a pound of pasta in Italy
No.
like they do here.
No.
So this is Enriquez and Enriquez 15-year-old Madeira. This is a Bual.
It's because they
So
know
is
you're
that-
going to fill up on their glorious
Type
bread.
of grape or something. That one.
Yeah, so you have Cercio, Verdejo, Boal, and Malmsey, which is made from the Malvasia grape, in what they call it in Italy. And so that's driest to sweetest. The sweetest is the Malmsey. The driest is the Cercio. So this is just below that. So this is super sweet. This is super sweet.
What am I pouring, Matt? What number?
Oh, it would help if I told you.
Oh, God, Bill. But I'm
Mandy's.
That's a dad joke.
Number 4.
great dad joke.
Four heard.
They just call it food in Italy.
Sure.
That's a good point.
They just call it food.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you guys are fans of Dungeons and Dragons and you haven't checked out Dungeons and Drams, it's myself, Ed from Rock Cut Review, Clippy from Bourbon Bites, the Dungeon Master Bill, and his friend Molly as well. We're going to be on tomorrow night.
That sounds like a ridiculously fun group of people to hang out with.
Yeah, we just get to Bill puts us through some pretty shitty environments and on a virtual Dungeons and Dragons platform, and we got to fight evil monsters and see if we can survive. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun, and we get to drink while we're doing it. So come hang out tomorrow night if you guys aren't. I think 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be going live tomorrow.
Very cool.
Yeah, he really does. Like he tries to literally kill me each and he actually did pretty much kill me one week because he made a homebrew. He made a homebrew character that was like level 50, and I'm like level 2.
That's hilarious.
Did you cast magic missile? I don't know, but sure.
I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons in forever.
Never played
Wow,
something.
this one is incredibly sweet.
Cast magic. I'm not a magician. My guy is a rogue, so he doesn't have magic skills. Although,
Matt, what type of Madeira are we drinking?
Malmsey.
Okay,
That's the sweetest.
I was gonna say this is ridiculously sweet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the Cercio, I actually find to be quite, although it's high in ABV, like 15%, it's actually fairly food friendly. But yeah, Boal, which it can be spelled Bual or Boal, spelled either way. Yeah, these are all more on the dessert side.
Okay. 5 years old.
Yeah, this served with some fruit and some just heavy whipping cream.
Yeah, that sounds
Would be
good.
A great dessert. Like it's very sweet.
It's burning so bad.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Oh,
Yeah, I like this Madeira Amrut a lot.
We still just all have that underlying.
Great
I
taste.
can't taste.
That's Bill says Monta says Madeira is always on my shelf. It lasts forever. So you can open a bottle of Madeira, come back to it 100 years from now, and it may have evaporated if you got the cork open, but it's
other than that, it'll be fun.
That's
Yeah, I was
crazy.
talking to a guy actually on Madeira one day, and he was telling me about he was drinking Madeira from like the 1890s. I'm like, that's freaking awesome.
So I have a friend of mine who's a Somm, lives not too far from here, and he has a bottle of 1908 Madeira.
Wow.
And
Tried it?
They drink just a little bit every New Year's for New
Very
Year's.
cool.
Yeah, I've chased it down. That's the oldest wine I've ever had. A 1908.
Was it pretty amazing?
It tastes like Madeira. It's not like it reaches its peak and then that's it. It's not going to continue like improve. It's just funny to eat, or just
The
interesting.
bourbon ranch
Cool.
is in the house.
Sure.
Holy shit, Trev is here.
Hey, Trev.
What's up, Trev?
Always great to see you in the chat, sir.
Yes. He's very random with his popping in.
I think he's always here in the background lurking. I think he's always in the background of every stream lurking.
Yeah, Trev's a lurker.
He's the blue wrench for a reason.
That's right. Yeah, D&D, I've had the Madeira Belle Mead. Some of them had a couple of them. One of them was really good. The other one was so-so. I think it just depends on the finish.
Yeah. I haven't even opened all mine of those old Belle Meads that are like different finishes. I think I've only opened one of them, to be honest.
Yeah,
These are a box.
these are the ones that I covet, that I have a bunch just holding on to. These old 12-year.
Wow.
Belle Mead.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
lovely. I'll talk to you when we're done with the show.
What are we moving on to?
We are training onto a couple different Malaga ones. So we've got a couple of them. They are number 1 and 2. So 1 is a Muscatel grape, but these are specifically from the Malaga region, which we're gonna have a different Muscatel as our thing. So, and then we have a whiskey Glenmorangie that's in Malaga as well. And then so 1 is Muscatel and 1 is Grenache. So 1's Muscatel and then 2's Grenache, and these are both from the Jorge Ordonez winery. What?
There's the Glenmorangie bottle.
Night, Dean. Thanks for hanging out.
Take care, Dean. Dino.
Whoa.
So I'll actually be reviewing this one in a couple of weeks.
Oh, nice.
The Glenmorangie Malaga.
Oh, nice.
How did that work?
What? No one's doing it right now, but you can. If someone does a super chat, you can do it. But someone gives us one.
1 and 2. My goodness, they're in backward order. That's 2. Or, I'm sorry, 2 and 1. But
What
my
the
God,
hell?
color difference in that.
What's
Looks like coffee and vodka.
Yeah.
Assume the Kavalan that you had.
No,
Or the
Amrut.
the Amrut, sorry.
I did or did not.
Did.
Did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Rich Cole, how's it going? All right, kid. I'll put the whiskey and then you can pour it in.
Whoa.
Okay, Violet. Yeah. See ya.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
Yeah, pretty much.
The snozberries tastes like snozberries.
Oh, all right, so
What is the
unless you're
funkiness
from
of
here,
it?
you don't know really. This smells similar to the stuff from.
What whiskey?
Not quite. It's a little bit drier. It's more like a Viognier, this one, which is interesting. It's a drier Muscatel.
Are you smelling 1?
Yeah.
Is there?
It
a whiskey?
reminds me a lot of the Viognier that's at Cross Timbers and Grapevine.
Okay. This reminds me of
I have a Moscatel somewhere. Let me go look.
Now, we have a real Muscatel that is like the super sweet one that we're going to do as well in a minute. If you want to compare it to that
this
Muscatel, that
smells
one's
very
super
white
sweet.
grapey. And
I don't think I've
it
ever
looks
bought
it
a
as well,
bottle
but I mean
Your
Looks like
Muscatel
Welch's.
way different.
it's like peaches. Liquefied peaches. It smells so sweet.
I like that whiskey though; it's delicious. Yeah, so the Malaga is just, I guess, a specific region here in Spain.
Whoa.
It's not actually a grape from it. Usually, it's Muscatel or Pedro Ximenez when we were reading. But then this one's a specific one that's actually I guess Grenache. Is that grape? I don't know. That's how you say that there.
Yep.
Is that correct, Eric? How you pronounce that?
Grenache is Spanish and Grenache is Spain. France. Sorry.
Is it the same grape?
Same grape.
Okay, it is. Okay.
Same grape?
I remember that part. It was the same grape. The red I enjoy, Matt.
Okay,
The
I
white
figured
is
that.
fucking sweet.
Yeah, I didn't figure the white was going to be for you.
The white again is down those ice wine territories where it's just overly
Oh,
sweet.
we can do a whole night of ice wine. Don't you worry about that. I love ice wine.
Is there a whiskey that I'm supposed to be drinking?
Yes, the Glenmorangie Malaga finish. Yeah,
Oh,
you'll like that, I think.
the Glenmorangie?
Yeah.
I haven't met one that I haven't liked yet.
Yeah, I didn't figure. I was like, this is a good.
I was saying I'm just smelling this and it smells really good. I really want to drink it, but my head already hurts.
That's it. You should drink that one. That's it, Will.
That's it.
I know. I'm just
He just wants to see my horrific.
letting the
Spell.
people see.
This looks like cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Oh, color wise, yeah, it really does. You're right. It does look like cranberry juice. That's funny.
And I enjoy that one. That one's pretty tasty.
I like the white one better. Whatever it is.
On the nose.
Yeah, on the nose.
The red is less sweet to me.
Yes, the red's way less sweet. I like the red a lot. The red was really good.
Yeah.
So Bill Monthly says, isn't Malaga a relatively rare dessert wine? It is here. There isn't a market for it. It's not that it's rare, like they don't make it. It's just there's no market for it, so you're not going to see it. I have never had a bottle of Malaga. I've searched around on the internet. Good luck trying to find it. And I don't think it's production per se. It's just there isn't a demand, so therefore you're not going to see it.
Yeah, only place I could find an actual bottle that this is a specific of this Malaga Dulce wine, you had to go to Spain to get it.
Yeah, and
The only place I could find was the Spanish shop.
it's probably a product that's going to be consumed mostly locally. And even though they do Pedro Ximenez and the Muscatel, most of it is from what I actually talked. There's a lady in my Facebook group. She's from that region.
No, okay.
She's from Malaga, and she says most of what she sees out in the vineyards is Muscatel and not Pedro Ximenez.
Okay. Yeah, it's basically whatever. That makes sense.
So Matt, which one of these two that you guys have poured here is the Glenmorangie referencing?
Or do we know?
We don't really know. We just pulled stuff from that region. We think to get the actual specific one, you can only get in Spain. You can't get it here.
Gotcha. Okay.
We just pulled stuff from that region.
I guess based on the color, I would probably say this one.
So if you have the yellow spot, this is a blend. This also has Malaga Cask in it.
Yes, right. It does.
Not special enough to have the yellow spot yet.
This is really nice. This is really, really nice.
It is
I've
good.
tried it. I like it.
You don't have any of that sample left, Will, when we reviewed it?
I don't know.
Lighter, it is on the sweeter, more dessert side. Of
Yeah, I like the yellow spot a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matt, I have no idea where it is. I'm sure it's over there somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, I know. You only have 500 to go for. Now, I figured this way, only try to do things with only one type of finish tonight because that's a different night. From
Only like 500 to go through with your handwriting. So that would take like 5 hours. I haven't tasted it yet.
All right. Okay, so then there's a pure Muscatel, and then this gets with the Tomatin 15 Muscatel whiskey.
How many more do we have left?
3.
99 bottles of beer in the world. So in case people know, so Muscat isn't a particular singular grape. It's a whole family of grapes.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of different Muscat Alexandria, Muscat Canelli. I'm gonna mispronounce this. Muscat Petit Grain is supposed to be. That's how you spell it. It's not how you pronounce it. It's probably one of the best Muscat grapes. So there's a black Muscat where it's actually black.
Okay. Now, what about Muscadine? That's a totally different grape, right?
So depending on where the grape's being grown and produced, they're going to get their own little pronunciation of it.
Because like Muscadine that I've had from like North Carolina, it is a funky grape.
You know what? If I'm going by memory, I think that's actually completely unrelated.
Totally unrelated. Okay.
I think that's if I could be wrong. I'd have to Google it. If I recall correctly, that's actually not a Vitis vinifera grape. That's a North American grape. I'm gonna, just to check my nerdology, and then I'll tell you if I'm wrong.
All right, perfect. Because I was like, we had a friend. She brought us like 10 different muscadine wines from North Carolina. They were definitely something else.
Yeah, if I recall, I think it's actually a North American varietal. Yep.
Yes, I was right.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Yay.
So
4.5 gold stars for you, Eric.
Oh, he took half away because you had to look it up.
I think it was the US exclusive from what I remember.
It's that wine knowledge that gets the ladies.
I like this is a true muscatel. That's the super sweet muscatel. So this is more what I'm used to. This is more used to the Cross Timbers Blue that they carried. This stuff's amazing. This is really good. Really good wine and a really great whiskey.
All your European grapes, the genus is Vitis vinifera. This is Vitis rotundifolia. That will be on the quiz at the end of this live stream.
Heard that.
Rotunda
from the Muscat grape
rotundifolia. That was.
So is that the same family of grapes that goes into like making like Welch's grape juice?
That's fake grapes.
No, that is a North American grape, but I don't think it's the same genus.
I knew it was a North American style as well. I didn't know if it was the same genus or not. Okay.
So anyway, so this is from southeastern and south central United States. It's also grown in Florida, which tells you how great a grape is if you can grow it in Florida.
Seriously, right?
Texas. Woohoo!
Hey.
Oklahoma.
There you go. And number 3, by the way, Will, is the whiskey wine you need. And
by the way, rotundifolia means Italian woman with large ass. In the
Be careful, Jason. You're going to get canceled.
Oh, rotundifolia. Oh, my God. Look at that thing.
I am surprised that I remembered that off the top of my head because it's not.
That's awesome, Andy. Thanks.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, that's the type of thing you have to remember off the top of your head if you're going to pass level 3.
Yeah, but I'm working 60 hours a week, and I'm so freaking dead tired.
Yeah, it's amazing when you're dead tired, like the random shit that you remember, right?
Yeah.
So I've had a song stuck in my head.
Oh, God,
Na
don't
na
sing.
na 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 and can't get you out of my head.
So the song "I Can't Get You Out of My Head" is actually stuck in your head.
Yes.
Wow, that's
Ironic.
It's
very-
brought upon
very ironic.
It's brought about by sleep deprivation and just a little alcohol.
Smells.
I would think so. Yeah, exactly.
The sweetness on this one got dialed up to like 10.
Oh yeah, see, now this is the kind of muscatel that I really
I
like.
like
Muscat
the-
Canali.
I like the smell
I
of that.
love super sweets like this for a hot Texas summer day. They're perfect.
I like the sweetness on that. And,
I think it's one of my favorite types of wines.
and you
actually.
said at the beginning that these were all supposed to be chilled. By now, they're not chilled anymore.
Oh, that
right?
might be true
So-
for yours. Ours, thankfully, we're full bottles, so they're still okay.
Yeah,
What kind
ours does. I bet you that would be really good, nice and cold. on a hot
Save the rest of it,
day.
stick it in the fridge.
So Fino, I like it slightly on the colder, not cold, but slightly on the colder side.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
find
like
a
in
lot
the
of these.
fridge for
I
an hour.
tried room temperature, meh. Cold, really good.
So that
I
one-
always go ahead.
so that Fino that you have, anything that you would pair with a Chardonnay, try it with that Fino.
That's what I thought it tasted most like. Is like a Chardonnay. Okay.
Yeah.
I was that weird person that when I drank wine, I always had to have it cold, no matter what it was.
Well, with red wines, it increases the tannins, so it makes it seem more grippy. That's the only thing with the red wines on colder side. Try it; it'll make a Pinot Noir seem like a Nebbiolo. Try it.
Nice.
I mean,
Oh,
I
love the
always put them in the fridge and drink them.
Wow.
But
Rotundifolia is going to be my new tasting note. Just saying.
that's the word of the day.
One to start.
Yeah, I'm just going to be like this nose. Holy crap, rotundifolia.
You're getting a little bit of rotundifolia here, man.
Yeah, a little rotundifolia. A Papa John's. Very good.
Matt, what are you pouring now?
Oh my gosh.
we are pouring the Taylor Fladgate 10-year Tawny Port.
Oh,
Is
there
the
we
next
go.
one.
Oh, it's time for port, baby.
Time for port, baby. That's right. And then the
All right, what do we got?
whiskey we're going to pour for that
Is this
is
the
the 14-year Tomatin.
Which
a lot of
which
tomatoes.
Fladgate is it?
It is the 10-year.
Oh yeah, it's like this one.
Yeah, exactly. The one you have. Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, I've had the 20, 30, and 40. Those are all fabulous.
what number, Matt?
That is, oh yeah, would help. It is.
But this is the one you
number
want.
6.
Ooh.
This is a Taylor Fladgate 1966.
Oh wow, how old is
No.
that?
You know it's serious when it's in a box.
Shit.
of course, it's important.
Yeah.
So this is this is 1966. That's the year I was born.
Awesome.
There you go.
So I
Same here.
So when I was 50 years old, I opened this bottle. It's still about a third full. It's still as good as when I opened it back in what year? was
That like so on the side there next to the label, you have like a pour stain,
Yeah.
which looks like tar. Like how thick is that stuff?
Well, this is a frosted glass, but there's a spot on it where the frosted part is not showing up so much, and it's unfiltered. So anywhere where like the skin residuals are sticking to the glass, it
Oh,
kind of
man.
shows they're funny.
Sounds delicious.
Matt, number 5.
This one is yes. No, this is the one we're drinking now is number 6. Number 5 will be the last one.
And number 6.
How many more do we got?
That's the last
It's-
one. That's some
it's the
whiskeys.
last.
That's the last one. It's the last
box
one.
smells awesome.
So what are we on? We're number 6 right now.
Number 6. This is the
Taylor
Tawny.
Fladgate.
Yeah.
And what am I pouring for Sarah? Matt and 14.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we got a couple of ruby ports to finish it off with, and some amazing whiskeys.
So,
So when you
port,
said 3 left, you meant 3 categories.
Yes, that's what I meant. Because I'm fun.
That's opened up too.
Ooh, how many actual whiskeys are left?
After this, 2 whiskeys and 1 wine.
Oh, thank
Okay.
Jeebus.
We're done.
down.
Okay.
If you're gonna drink
Coming in
port,
early.
there's a special glass you got to drink it out of. I'll show it to you. Oops.
I do have some small port glasses, but I don't think they look like that. There you go. That's awesome. Nice.
It's Klingon.
That's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Kapla.
Keplach.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Oh.
Kapla.
Keplach.
So, is it only Tawny Bree port that exists, Eric, or is there multiple other types of port as well? Or he ran away. So, we'll ask him that question when he comes back.
There's Ruby Port.
Yeah, we'll do that one next.
Tawny Ruby.
I just want to. Is there other kinds besides Tawny and Ruby? That's the 2 we have.
Yeah, there's all kinds. There's various types of port. There's ruby port, tawny port, vintage port, old vintage port. Those
Yeah,
are all
there's
kinds of-
also,
What's the difference?
there's also white and rose, or I don't know
Right.
if it's white or rosé port, or is it just white and rose port?
Rosé. So the
Rosé.
white port is known for being popular in certain parts of the urban community.
Okay. This is where I need to go to sleep now. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I never had a white port. I'll have to, if I can find a white port.
Here's a white port.
Okay. Oh, I've seen that bottle before. Okay. Cool. All right.
And you can get a Klingon port, blood wine. Klingon blood wine. StarTrekWines.com. I've actually reviewed this on my my Whiskey Trek channel. I've reviewed this on my Whiskey Trek channel. So,
Ooh.
You
Is
can
it
get a clean
tealing finish in
port.
a white port?
So,
Oh, that sounds really
so
cool.
I want to get actually. I have a question for Eric because I've gotten a couple of different because there's a lot of bourbons and there's a lot of bourbons and American whiskeys get finished in port. Normally they're either port or they're they're either ruby or they're tawny port. I've always heard that ruby is the lighter and Tawny's a little bit darker, but I've also heard vice versa. So, Eric,
So Ruby tends to be fresher and younger.
okay.
More fresher fruit. Tawny, you tend to get more of the oxidative character to it, a little bit more nuttiness, that kind of character to it in terms of styles of the whiskeys.
So would you classify Tawny as a little bit darker
and older?
And older. Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Yeah. Rubies are typically under 2 years.
Okay.
60 hertz. That is amazing. A 3-liter bottle of port. That is awesome. I need that in my life. I seen like those 4-liter bottles of Doers that a buddy got. That's really cool.
So if you ever have, this sounds funny, if you ever have really bad, like burning indigestion kind of feeling,
yeah,
a little bit of port will fix that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Number 5 is last, Matt.
Number 5 is last, yes.
And then what's my whiskey to pair? Ooh, that's even darker.
One will be Glenmorangie 12, the old Quinta Ruban, finishing with the Portanova.
I gotta tell you, I've turned more bourbon lumbers onto Scotch with that Quinta Ruban than any other.
Freaking good.
Yep. I mean, not only just for the flavor of it, but the price. The price point is amazing for a 14-year.
Yeah, I didn't put the 14-year because I was in Discord earlier today. They're like, get the 12, don't get the 14. The 12 is better. I'm like,
I just finished a bottle of the 12.
Glenmorangie in general is what got me turned on to Scotch.
Is this one it?
That is it. Yeah. So this is the Sandman Founders Reserve Ruby Port. As the first one we're gonna do here.
So the Sandman's actually a Scottish family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so they're importing sherry into Scotland. And a bunch of their casks are basically sitting on the port and the deck, and they go, "What are we going to do with those casks? Let's put some whiskey into it." You know,
sounds like a good thing to do.
I think all casks should be filled with whiskey.
But that was back in the day when sherry was shipped in cask. Now it's always shipped in bottle.
Right.
Back before the days of independent bottling, or not independent bottling, but bottling your own product and shipping it out. Because that was the thing in bourbon too, like until, damn it, who was it? Can't remember who the first one that bottled their.
Back in 1 minute, I go take Violet to put her to bed. I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh,
she's been asking for a while. So,
she's going to bed?
Yes, she's going to bed.
At a time that's before like 3 a.m?
Of course, turn into a gremlin.
What the fuck is that about? Yeah, she's got 30 minutes before she turns into a gremlin.
Turns into a gremlin. Oh my god!
Don't feed her or get her wet.
Don't feed her anything.
Yeah. Hope she already had a bath.
Have you guys seen this crazy one yet?
Oh geez, what the fuck is that?
No, making big.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
Angels. Oh.
So this is a bourbon finished in an iced cider cask.
Ooh.
And the bottle's
I like that bottle.
The bottle's all frosty. You see the frost?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I mean, I don't think the bourbon in the bottle's actually worth the $250 price point, but it's a nice bottle.
Eric, over at Matt's over there, what am I drinking as far as this number 5? What did Matt pour me here?
It is.
This is delicious. This might be my favorite of the wines that we've had tonight.
Yeah, that's the Sandman Founders Reserve Ruby Porto.
Okay, nice.
Ooh, interesting. This is my favorite, I think, on the nose and palate.
And then going with that, of course, is the Quinta Ruban.
Yeah, I'd be curious, Will, if you prefer Ruby over Tawny, or you're not really that versed in port?
I'm not that versed in port. This is my first time going through a lot of these different styles so I'm getting a nice, huge education along with the rest of everybody else. That
for sure,
this is really fantastic. This one is my favorite of the evening. So I'm kind of glad we're finishing with that. That's nice.
I'm
scared about my dump glass. Look at how much. I got a lot of flipping.
Wow, this is this ice cider is all apple and mint, like completely apple and mint.
I'm using my dump liver.
Do you have an extra one installed?
Yeah.
All right, Violet.
That'd be wonderful.
All right.
The overflow liver.
Nice.
So in case anybody's wondering, the Taylor Fladgate is a 10-year-old. It's probably about $28 to $30.
And that's
I've had this open for a few years, and it's just fine.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, ports are pretty prevalent. They're easy to find. You can find them in huge 1.75 bottles, smaller bottles. I mean, around here in my area, ports are a lot easier to find than like an Armagnac or something like that.
Oh, Jim, that's a great one. I have that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that Ben Dube or whatever that. Just I don't know how to pronounce that one, but it is really good. I do have it. And like I said, it's black like Motorola. That's correct. It's quite good though.
All right.
Ben Duber.
Is there any more whiskeys, or is this?
Are we done, Matt?
One more whiskey. We have
One
the
more whiskey, he says.
Portanova from Amrut.
Holy mother of pearl!
Oh my god, dude! I've been searching for that bottle so hard.
It took me a few years. I like the one Amrut I'm missing is intermediate sherry. It's the only Amrut I'm missing. I'm so not happy about it.
Oh my god, that Portanova! I had a sample of it. I've been on the hunt ever since. I can't fucking find one. Oh
Yeah. I got lucky. I found it like got restocked at some random Total Wine I was at a couple years ago.
oh my god, you must have been like a little pig in shit.
I was. I'm
And
like,
that
oh my
bottle.
god, it's so amazing. Because I'm so stupid. And I love Indian whiskey, so you know.
Donald Rance, both of those are available in Canada. What the fuck?
Oh, Bill, I'll happily make that happen for you, Bill. Not a problem.
Donald Rance, find that and add it to my tab in Canada.
Wait. You have there's intermediate sherry in Canada, Donald? Yes. The answer is just yes. Please. Dustin raves about intermediate sherry like it's the greatest sherry after Kavalan ever. So, yeah, I'm gonna need that in my life. That'd be amazing if you would put that in the bunker. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, dude, that sample I had was so fucking good. I hate when I get a sample, then I want to go buy the whiskey and I can't find it.
That is the worst.
It's mad.
Like,
It's mad.
Well, Leclerc sent me some amazing old Taliskers. Can I ever have those again? No. They were from 1985.
Peter White sent me out in Canada. He sent me a sample of the Irishman 17 year. Oh my god, it was so effing good. And
I have a bottle because of Christopher David is an amazing man. I found on the PA website for me and sent it to me because he's awesome.
Christopher David is a legend. Yeah.
He sent me that and the 2014 Cask Strength Irishman. So good.
Oh god, you bastard.
He because I've been asking for it. He's like, hey, I found these on the website. Do you want these? Yes, the answer is yes. Because Donald had raved about how good it was, and who was it? There was Dan Z used to rave about it too. How good the Irishman 17 was.
So according to Horst, it's Ben Doof.
Oh, perfect. Ben Doof. Okay.
If you want to learn how to pronounce Scottish, you want to listen to a German guy who stores.
That's a good idea. I never thought about looking because I'll watch this stuff occasionally. I usually do a lot of research on it. Well, he's got a good website. I never thought of listening to it for how do you pronounce it properly. It's a good idea. The German version of pronunciation is perfect.
Speaking of Tawny Port, the Master Journey Whiskey Club is about to launch our newest. We picked a Nulu port finish.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's a 5-year MGP, but it's the longest port finish they've ever done. It's 7 months in a port cask.
Wow.
I'm going to show you guys the sticker, but don't tell Scott that I made the sticker quite yet.
Okay.
But here it is.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's hilariously funny.
There it is. I've called it Spice Jam because it's jammy and spicy at the same time. And I got Scott pretty much doing I gave Scott an afro. It's amazing. So
that's hilarious.
That's epic.
Eric, do you have anything you want to plug? You have any pluggables?
No, not really. I'm just doing my thing, man.
Heard that, man.
It's time.
Well,
It's
next time we do another one of these, you're definitely going to be invited on to be our wine knowledge
I'm spending all my free time just studying for exams. So basically, I do a review. Currently, I'm doing a video on a distillery, going to history, production, so on and so forth. And then on a live stream following that, we'll go into that distillery again, and I give you basically 10 quick questions and go a little bit more in depth on the distillery. But I'm trying to keep it light. And this is for a study for the next level with the Council of Whiskey Masters.
Did you put some of that in there?
Very cool.
Eric, how many subs you up to, man?
I'm just under 15. No, I just passed 15,000.
Yeah, you're at 15K, man. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just hit 15,000.
That's awesome.
Congrats, man.
No, thank you.
Oops.
Dropping links for the Whizcord. Thank you, Donald Rance. Appreciate you.
It's a good fun time. Come learn some knowledge about whiskey every day. If you don't know, someone does in the Whizcord. It's like almost a 99% chance someone will know.
My biggest thing, I'm hoping to return into Scotland in September.
Oh, that'd be nice.
The problem is it's difficult in getting away from work. Just getting time off. I got the money. I don't have the time.
Yeah, that does suck.
Yeah,
Eric, I might have to reach. I'm gonna reach out to you and just for you to give me just kind of a list of some of these, like the best representations.
Sure.
Yeah, just of like some of these wines that we tasted tonight, just so I can.
I already have a list put together. I just have to find it and send it to you because I had posted in my Facebook group.
Okay.
So on Facebook, there's either a section where you can put like you can upload documents and people can download them. So for years, I've been uploading notes for studying wines, and of course now I upload notes related to studying for whiskeys. So actually, I have a couple books I've written that I uploaded into it. One's a primer on single malt Scotch whiskey. I just wasn't going to get them published. I just said, "What the hell? I'll just put them out there for free." But I'm pretty sure I have to go back and look that I have a list of various recommended producers, and I use this list in the class that I got down in Texas. So I'll just send you that.
Nice.
Cool.
Jason, you anything else you need to plug?
Yeah. So I took a little bit of a vacation. I was kind of stressed out and needed a break with everything going on. Everybody needs a little bit of break every now and again. So I have a lot of content coming out real soon, guys. So one to keep out for is I made a video with some scientific tests on how long a whiskey will last. I get the question pretty much every day, like how long does my whiskey last after I open it?
It depends on how many friends you have over to your house.
I mean, basically, but a lot of the research I did is very subjective too. So yeah, I mean, you guys will see the video. So look out for that one. New Jack Daniel's bonded triple mash and regular bonded video coming out, as well as my there was a natural disaster. What 5 whiskeys would I run in and grab from my whiskey room to save to take with me? Also, other video I'm working on. Let's see, what was the other one I had working on? Yes, the new Russell's 10 from Wild Turkey has started to hit shelves. Remember, these are small batch variations from Wild Turkey. Even though they have the same label, they're not really labeled as such as they're anything different, but they are different from year to year. So I just finally got my hands on the new 2022. I'm going to be reviewing that and comparing it to the older versions to see if there's a big difference. So the Wild Turkey 101, once they did the relabel, has actually come off a little bit sweeter than the older ones. I'm curious.
Absolutely.
I'm curious at the
Definitely
same.
not as spicy.
Nope.
Yeah,
I like the old.
It's like I don't really dig it. So
I don't like the new ones.
I'm curious if the same thing has happened for the Russell's 10. So that'll be my episode for Wednesday. You'll see that. So
it's funny. I'm on my sixth bottle of Ardbeg 10.
Yeah,
and I wish I had a little sample of all the other previous bottles.
Yeah,
this is
for
the best
real.
one I've ever had. It's got more savory, beef jerky kind of a character.
The new ones, Eric. You saying?
Yeah, this is a new Ardbeg 10.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
I can't say that's what you're gonna get, but I'm just like, now I see this is a mistake. If you're gonna keep buying the same bottle over and over years, and you replace them, save samples of your previous, so you have something to compare over time. You put in a little bottle. so you can go back and do comparison to see how much bottle drift there is. I've been just surprised at how savory this one is, and I'm just like, holy, my memory's not could be off, but this.
I mean, that's interesting because like I feel like as whiskey enthusiasts, like over time, like we've all become programmed that everything is new isn't as good as it was back then. So to hear that something that's new is coming out that's better, that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is for real.
So this will be coming up in my current series.
Ooh,
Oh, you got a Coy Hill, sir? Look at you.
And this will take the enamel off your teeth.
Yeah, is that what proof is that, baby? What you get? Is that 100? Is that a hazmatter?
140.8.
There you go. There you go.
That's a Jack Daniels.
No smoking in the general vicinity.
Just pour that on your face before bed. You'll wake up with a beard.
So
All right, everybody, we're gonna have to get out. We have a long drive tomorrow, so we're gonna sign out.
All right, bye,
take care.
Sarah. See you guys later.
Take care, guys. Cheers.
They have to go drive down to Andalusia tomorrow, so.
Whoops.
Okay.
Oop, they pushed the wrong.
They're driving to
button.
Andalusia. Oh, poor.
Yeah,
guy.
they're driving for 4 hours to Andalusia, and then they're hanging out for a 4-hour event, and then driving 4 hours back.
I mean,
Andalusia
I'll
might make
go.
my whiskey of the year this year.
I drive 4 hours to Andalusia for sure.
It's a great distillery. It is a fun place.
Matt, I'll let you know. I'm still planning time right now to do our the Match and Journey Iron Root pick.
Oh yeah, let me know when you're coming down because we're definitely up for going up for that. We love Iron Root.
Yeah,
This is the heavily peated. Thus far,
Oh,
it's in the running
so
for being
good,
whiskey
Eric.
of the year.
That's one of my favorite. That's your whiskey of the year,
Yeah, well, I'm not there yet. We're only halfway through the year.
right? But
This
so
is a
far,
high potential. Yeah.
yeah, that one is fantastic. I love that whiskey. Best, yeah, that heavily peated one. Oh, so good. Yeah, Striker is amazing. Yeah, such good stuff. So, what's your favorite? Everything you guys tried tonight?
I mean, I didn't have any of the wines, man, but I got to tell you, when I go back to those, I went back to that Kavalan Sherry. I just can't believe how good that thing is. It's just so damn good.
Yeah, that's the special stuff.
Worthy.
Between that and that Bunnahabhain Palo Cortado, those were probably my top two whiskeys I had tonight.
Yeah.
Yep, I probably agree with you. Yeah, the Sherry and this Portanova are just top notch stuff.
At
for sure.
Portanova, I want so fucking bad. Damn it.
So you've tried it though. You just need a bottle.
I've had a sample of it, which made me hunt the bottle, but I can't find a bottle.
If I see one, I'll let you know. I will.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, because this one's from 2017, so this is an old bottle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good stuff. As far as the wines we tried tonight, shockingly, they're all pretty good. Nothing was like offensive at all.
Yeah, but Matt, I feel like when you tried the, I want to say the Amontillado, you were kind of surprised by it.
We tried them initially all at room temperature. When I tried them, they were okay, but when they got way better being chilled, I thought, which is surprising. Whereas whiskey, I don't think chilled is great at all. I prefer them at room temperature. So it was interesting to see. They did say in the bottle to serve them at that temperature. So it was interesting to see what the changes were. But they were all pretty good.
Really does.
Thanks.
Even the Fino, which I thought was super boring at room temperature, was really nice at chilled. So Eric, what is, I guess, the Palo Cortado still your favorite, Eric?
Yeah, in terms of the sherries, and that Buna Palo Cortado is hard to beat, hard to find, hard to pay for, but it's a superb whiskey. Yeah. So in terms of quality price ratios,
Okay.
I really like the Tomatin Fino and the Manzanilla, and that they're very reflective of the sherry, versus some other ones. The Glenmorangie Amontillado, I do not think is a really good reflection of Amontillado sherry.
Okay.
I only want to mention the Lafroig, which you didn't have tonight. The Lafroig Fino cask.
I've got it behind me.
Well, but there aren't a lot of Amontillados out there. The one bourbon that's done in Amontillado, shit, it's buried here somewhere. Oh, here it is, right fucking in front of me. Broken Barrel.
Oh yeah, I do have that stuff. I did not care for it.
It's an okay whiskey. It's an okay whiskey, but try Amontillado and try this, and you're not going, oh yeah, Amontillado.
Yeah, I was just the whole Broken Barrel thing. I was pretty disappointed in general.
Yeah.
Well,
That
that
was
one
like
and
blew my mind.
what's the ones that I have sitting over there that I reviewed?
I'll
The
probably
ones where they
review
put
those.
the ones where they put the spile in the bottle.
Oh, Oak and Eden I like.
Yeah, I gave them a kind of a shitty review.
Which one?
I didn't like any of them except for the rye. I really like the rye.
Really interesting.
Yeah, the other ones I just thought were overpriced, marketing bottles. Honestly.
No, see, I like Oak and Eden a lot. Now, granted, I also know Joe really well. He's been to my house multiple times, so he's the owner.
If you want to get,
And we do a lot of his test products for him. So
Yeah,
If you
sorry.
if you want to
Sorry,
get,
up there.
I think his weeder needs more age. The
His
French
wiener?
weeder.
Okay, the wheat. Okay.
oh,
Yeah,
we
not-
do.
Yeah, not his wiener. His wiener.
That part is, that's for dinner.
Yeah, no, he's got that weeded bourbon and French oak, which I was really excited to try, but it came off it just came off way too young.
I haven't tried that one in a long time. It's probably been 3 years I'm sitting in the box. I'd have to go back.
Yeah,
to
but
it.
the rye I'm gonna leave them in the bottle because I want to see if that Spire adds some more.
It does go back to it a few years later. It makes a big difference.
I know, but if I'm spending $60 on a bottle, I gotta wait 3 years for it to be fucking good. Come on.
Oh, yours is way more expensive up there. They're like $40 here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still because for $40 I could buy Rare Breed. So
Yeah, true. Valid point. Rich Cole want to know what you think is the gateway Amrut. I think I just go with the basic Amrut. It's probably just the good gateway for Amrut. Like Scotch, you'll like the basic one, I think.
yeah, what's it like?
the
The Amrut Fusion, I think, is what got me onto Amrut. So.
That is a good choice too. Yeah, since it's half Scottish, half.
If you could find an Amrut Fusion, that's the one where that turned me on to trying more and more Amruts for sure.
Yes, and then I bought all the Amruts because they're delicious.
Do you have the intermediate sherry?
No, damn it! It's the one I
got
freaking
4
need.
bottles. But no, and then here's the kicker. I paid $80 each for them.
Son of a bitch! It's a great price.
Yeah.
I've never found one ever. It's like
It was
all the things I can't find.
It was originally an airport release before they released it. And then they released in airports. What they had left from the airports, they got rid of them at retail, and then that kind of disappeared. And then when they came back on re-release, they bumped up the price, and then they had wide distribution of them. So I got them. So I had one, liked it, and then I just ran around to every store I could find and bought them all in the area.
Smart move.
And I actually had 2 more of them. I've taken 2 of them down to Texas and given one away. So I had more of them. So I'll give you one, Matt. I'll get you one.
Okay, that'd be awesome. I appreciate
I
it.
want one too, Eric. Everyone, the intermediate sherry, I think, is talked about more than the Portanova. Holy shit! Look at this guy.
Holy crap! Look at
God.
this.
Yeah, these are real nice. So they aged it in a sherry cask, took it out of sherry cask, and put it back in the sherry cask.
Can you? Does it denote what type of sherry it's? Is it Oloroso or Oloroso?
I'm sure it's Oloroso.
It's Oloroso. Okay.
Yes, Adam Sandler agrees on old balls. This is true.
So I have another bottle in Daniel's office.
Nice. Hey, GJ1, how's it going? And what was your favorite
Lord.
tonight, Eric?
I like that Palo Cortado.
Palo Cortado. Okay, cool.
That was a total eye opener.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a bottle of just straight up Palo Cortado. That shit.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to get like you said, the really good one you like, Eric, so we can try that one and compare it to the one he's got.
Yeah.
So.
Didn't even know that existed. before.
No, I didn't know any of this. Like half the stuff didn't know it existed. So you brought us like, oh, there's this and this and this. I was like, okay,
I love it. New discoveries.
it's fun.
So something I could plug if someone wants to. If they want to learn more about this stuff, I have a playlist on sherry and sherry cask finish whiskeys in which I talk about the production, the grapes, the whole 9 yards.
Oh,
I
awesome.
do a review of a sherry and I do a review of a whiskey. So I have an entire series that covers all this.
Perfect. That'll be some hell of interesting information for sure. I'll have to go back and watch those. That sounds great.
It's great if you have insomnia. It'll put you right out.
DJ 11's in the house. What's up, man?
See that?
Yeah,
So-
I suffer from insomnia a little bit. I can't sleep.
I'm pretty confident most whiskey tubers don't sleep. It's kind of one of our requirements.
Yeah, I'm literally like thinking like right now I should review like make a video right now, but it might not be the best time.
I will say the blend of the different sherries and stuff was actually really good, and so was the blend of the whiskeys. I think I actually like the blend of the sherries better than the whiskey one.
Well, I got to head out.
All right. Hey, Eric. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.
All right, cheers, Eric.
Have a good one. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Be good.
Bye.
Oh my God.
And then we'll.
Eric is so Uncle Fester. I love it. He's amazing.
That's true. That's right, Bill. 5 hours is all you need. That's about how much I usually get. It's about 5.
Yeah.
It's not much more than that. Sometimes less. Especially before Mondays, because I get screwed up on the weekend. I sleep till like 11, noon, whatever.
So Matt, I got to ask, what have been kind of your standout whiskeys so far? Now that we're into May, your standout whiskeys of 2022 so far.
I'm trying to think, what's been some really good ones we've had? There's anything like really super amazing this year that's come out that's new.
I agree, right? I can't. There's nothing that's like completely floored me this year.
Yeah, I haven't really. I mean, some older stuff we reviewed that is not necessarily new to 2022 has been really good. But like new brands or new anything. To be honest, okay, it's not a whiskey technically. It blew my mind. We went to this distillery in Tolar, Texas, and they're actually going to come on. They make a distilled spirit. Tastes like a whiskey, but it's not. It's made out of potatoes, tomatoes, corn, and cane. Sounds ridiculous. Turned out to be, and then they aged it for 3 years in a char number 4. It's fucking amazing. And 118 proof. I was like, how the hell did you make something so good out of just complete crazy stuff?
Wow.
But it's an old World War II recipe from his.
I mean, I think the things that have been kind of hitting my palate have been some of the crazy blends that guys are making. The Barrel Craft Spirits Seagrass 16 year.
Oh, I hadn't tried this. Did I try this? Yeah, we tried it. I tried it one night. It was good, but it wasn't worth
it's all Canadian, so it's a little bit different than the regular Seagrass. I just don't think it's $160 better than regular seagrass.
And that's what we thought, exactly the same thing.
Yeah. The Chattanooga barrel finishing, they finished it in an Isla cask.
Ooh, how was that?
That was great.
That I've not tried.
Trying to think what else. I mean, some actually the cheaper bourbons that came out impressed me. Green River released their bourbon, their new namesake. That one is great for $35.
No, that's cool.
Bardstown Discovery 7, which had some Canadian, some ultra-aged Canadian corn whiskey, was a standout. And I think the best bourbon I've had this year, honestly, has been the Fladgate Collaboration 4 so far.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that thing was amazing. I mean, I got to try the Heaven Hill, the new 17-year Heritage Collection. Amazing bourbon, but it's so limited. It's a little bit tough to.
Yeah, this is that one I was talking about. This is this crazy Spirit of 42 World War II recipe from his dad was stationed in Papua New Guinea.
That's crazy.
And so it was whatever was left at the from the cook at night. He goes, "Here's from the mess hall. I'm going to distill it." And apparently, he was well known all over the islands there where he was stationed. And it's crazy. But so we're going to have his son come on and his wife, and it's going to be fun.
That's awesome.
It's going to come on June 20th. It's going to be an early stream that day at 4 in the afternoon. That's when they're available, and that's when we're doing it. So it should be a lot of fun. But as far as
Aaron, the triple stave is great too from Bardstown Bourbon Company. That came out last year, but I didn't get it until early this year. So that's one of those ones. That's one of those ones that stuck out so far. But
the Compass Box Experimental Grain was good. I liked that.
Dude, the Compass Box, the No Name, the last No Name they did was probably the best.
Spectacular.
One of the best things I've ever had.
Oh, yeah. That blew away 1 and 2 by far.
Blew away 1 and 2.
But did you blend 1, 2, and 3 together?
Dude, I drank all of 1. I don't have it. It's gone.
I'll have to send you a blend of the 3. It is amazing, the blend. We made a blend at the end of that one.
Really?
So freaking good.
Yeah, my 1 is I have a little bit of 2 left, but that, oh my god, dude. That blend that they did for the last No Name is one of the
amazing. It's all that old 75% 15-year Lafroig in there.
Yeah, it's one of the best peated scotches I've ever had.
Oh, totally agree. I think that was So we reviewed that. Did we review that this year? Well, I don't know. Whenever that came out,
It's not that one.
I don't know when it came out. All I know is it was freaking awesome. That one was really good. The problem is all this shit runs together. What the hell came out this year?
Yeah, I mean, I
Um,
haven't, the Blood Oath, which I did the review.
how is that? Because we haven't seen it here yet.
I'll say this: it's the most interesting Blood Oath I think I've had in the last 3 years.
Okay.
Listen, it's 98.6 proof, but I think it drinks a little hotter. It's got this very spicy finish on it that I actually think that's the moneymaker on it. Because
okay.
most of the Blood Oaths I've had the last few years, it usually comes with a little bit of a finish, and it's good, but it kind of dies as you sip it. This one, it's a Calvados cask finish. You're looking at like an apple brandy.
Okay. It's a Calvados.
Yeah. So if you like spice, if you don't mind a little bit of like an apple peel in your flavor profile, then you'll enjoy the Blood Oath this year. I really,
I'm looking forward to that.
It was the most definitive I've been on a Blood Oath in the last few years. Like this one this year, I said, yes, this is a recommendation. I think it's got enough sweetness, it's got enough balance, it's got a long finish, and if you don't mind a little bit of apple peel, it's really good.
Yeah, I like that. Now, see, that's the one, Donald, I really, really want to find is that Oban 12-year cask strength. That is on my list of things I must try this year.
Wow, I didn't realize they released a cask strength.
Yeah, it's a limited edition. It's their special edition this year from Diageo. Oh my gosh, I want that so bad, but I haven't seen it anywhere.
Ohio gets Oban, so I'm hoping that hits here.
Yeah.
That one's... Ohio is not a big Scotch drinker state, so when we do get special stuff, it usually sits. So we can find stuff here, but
that will be good. I like the sound of that. Rich Cole, yes, I like blended malts and compass boxes and all sorts of crazy crap. I'm not afraid of blending at all. The funny thing is you have a distiller on and they shit their pants when you start blending their shit together. That's the funniest thing in the world. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm blending your shit together to make it taste better.
So I not recycle, but I go through my bottles about every 6 months. And if there's something on my shelf that I don't really like or something that I just find okay, but I know I'm not going to drink it constantly, I'll just take it and I throw it in a bottle and I blend everything. I have blends upstairs that are like I don't know, 32 whiskeys deep, just of random shit.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's like we take all of our extra review bottles, and there's an infinity. There's multiple infinity bottles around here that are just of our reviews of random. There's a peated one, and then there's everything that's an unpeated one. And it doesn't matter whether it's Scotch, but bourbon, rye, whatever, Indian, it's all in there, and it's usually really good.
The most interesting blends I have 2 blends upstairs that are coming out amazing. The longer they sit, one of them is every bottled and bond bourbon I have.
Ooh, I bet that is good. That sounds great.
I put in a blend, and it's the more it sits, the better it's getting. The other one is every finished peated whiskey I have.
Oh, that's got to be good.
So you take a peated whiskey, anything with a finish. So I have a little bit of Ardbeg Drum. I have a tiny bit of Ardbeg Dark Cove in there. I have the Lefroy Cartus in there. So any little bit of like finished peated whiskey I have is in that blend. That thing is coming out like just gnarly, but in the best way possible. Yeah.
The answer, Jason Coates, is yes, please. The answer is yes, please. Definitely.
Bottled in basement. Exactly. It's
bottled in basement. There you go.
Yeah.
In Jason's basement. It's a good plan. It's a good plan. But yeah, there hasn't been like mind-blowing stuff. It's mostly been older stuff that you we're finally to track down that has been more mind-blowing than anything this year. Like we did a night this year. This was awesome. We got to do every Four Roses LE from 2010 2009 to 2021. Now that was awesome. So my buddy gave me everything from 2013 to 2021. I have all of them downstairs for us to review.
So what? So you did a blind, I assume?
We did a blind, then a winner. The winner we did that night was with some buddies. Ended up being the 2015. We'll do another one on the show to see if it still holds up. But that's what won. Was the 2015 that night.
The 2015. Okay.
Yeah, that was between about, I think it was about 12 of us there that evening. It was awesome. We did that and about another 40 whiskeys that evening. It was a good night.
Wow, dude, that's great. I mean, the oldest one I've had was from the 125th anniversary.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, this
Yeah.
predates all of that. Yeah, because we actually, Liquor Hound was over at the house that night too. So
Of course he was.
that's a great night. We had a lot of fun. So he brought all sorts of cool shit with him that night, as he always does.
Yeah,
Truly,
the 2021 Four Roses LE was my number one bourbon of the year. It won out in a complete blind.
nice.
Complete surprise. I did not think it was gonna. I thought it would be in the mix in at least the top 10. Ended up being number one. It was crazy how well balanced and just flavorful it was.
Yeah, because that's the first time I had 21. He opened it that night for us, the 2021. So now we thought it was really good, but since it was a fresh crack, we was like, this is going to get better. So now we haven't tried it since that was probably a month or two ago now. I have to go back and try it. Yeah, we also tried a 2013 single barrel when it was in the fancy bottles with the glass was all etched with everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that thing was awesome. That was some really, really good stuff. That's probably some of the best stuff we had this year was some of that stuff.
Just some of the old
crap people bring up. We had some cheesy gold foil wild turkey that night.
Oh my God, dude! I have
good.
I have a bottle from '89, which is a golden.
Yeah, it was the '89. It was so good.
The '89 is so good.
Yeah.
By the way, that's one of my bottles I would have if my house was on fire. That's the bottle.
That shit was awesome.
That's one of the bottles I would definitely save.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah. Did you see the pictures that Bobby posted of that guy from that used to work for Seagram's? All the shit he never drank.
Oh my God, no! What?
Dude,
what was
it's all like shit from the 60s and 70s and early 80s of like Four Roses, Wild Turkey, Eagle Rare, Benchmark. And it's all when they were like originally made at Seagram's and Four Roses.
Let's see. What is he selling? Was he selling all of it?
Some guy had an estate sale. He was taking pictures of it.
Oh,
yeah, some guy was selling it. I guess he didn't want it anymore. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's insane. Like stuff that all the stuff I ever always wanted to taste it is like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. The coolest freaking pictures ever. Yeah. Jason Coates saw that. That's crazy pictures that Bobby posted. Yeah, those ones. That's so freaking awesome. Man, but Bobby doesn't drink whiskey really much anymore.
I tried some of that the old Eagle Rare that was developed at by Seagram's, and
how was it?
It's so good. I mean, I think there's a very big distinction between what the Eagle Rare today and what it was.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think the Eagle Rare from what it was actually tasted more interesting to me, but I could see why people love the Eagle Rare today because of that like grape cherry forward like sweet flavor it has as well. So
it's good stuff. But yeah. It's been one of those things, yeah. It's mostly been the fun events that we've done more this year than anything. It's been the best stuff. It's been like Aberfeldy events. We did a Bobby Burns dinner. We've done a Teeling Snug night. Just some really cool stuff we've done with some local ambassadors. It's been awesome. That's
for me this year. I mean, it's all I'm just trying to do as many interesting picks as I can.
Yeah, your picks have been really awesome. The cool stuff you guys have put out. Some people look at their picks. I'm like, man, I'm good. These are not interesting. You guys are doing really good picks with you and Scott, so that's been the good thing.
Yeah. Scott and I are really just trying to do different things, different picks. A kind of a really. Whenever I go through my spreadsheet, I look at kind of the portfolio of picks we've done.
Yeah,
we have some that we've doubled up on, but we also have some that we're just trying to bring new, like the ASWs we did out of Atlanta, or which are the duality, the double malts. I mean, they're very different, but I think they were good enough and of note to bring out to folks that have never tried anything like that.
Oh yeah, especially from a little distiller like that, which is really cool to bring stuff out from those guys. So
yeah, so between that, I mean, we have a Yellowstone pick coming. That's actually. Dude, the Yellowstone pick we did, it actually tastes like one of those 1980s like old granddads.
Oh, really? Oh,
it's got this really like spicy butterscotch note, and it was like it wasn't even close. Like this one is easily the winner. So,
yeah, my brother was drinking a Yellowstone pick the other day. I was like, I didn't even know they did Yellowstone picks.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because what they do is they give you 4 barrels to pick from, but each barrel is proofed. One is at I'm trying to remember the proof points. I think it's like 100 proof, 105, and like 100. No, I'm sorry, 102, 105, and then like 115. So you taste each barrel at these different proof points, and then you kind of go through and you pick what one you want. So barrel 2 at 115 proof was our winner. So
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, it was really good. I mean, we got so many. We have 2 4-gates coming out this year too.
Damn, you guys did 4-gate picks? Awesome.
Yeah, we have a toasted 10-year MGP cask strength toasted bourbon.
That sounds awesome. That should be fun.
And then we have a 9-year toasted rye that we're doing that's also be coming out. So we have our Penelope blend, which is being toasted, which will be coming out soon too. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's just trying to keep up with it is another job in itself. So
yeah, for real, right?
If I wasn't doing reviews, I'd just be strictly doing barrel picks. But I still like doing the content in the videos. It's fun.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all this fun stuff works.
Yeah, man.
Well, I guess it is. Holy crap, it's 1 o'clock in the morning for you.
Oh, son of a bitch. I got to go to bed.
You should go to bed. It's fucking after midnight. I didn't realize it was that late. Well, awesome. Well, thanks for joining.
This was a lot of fun. I didn't even realize how many wine finished whiskeys I had. So,
oh my god, we looked through the list, dude. It would be like 500 whiskeys if we try to do all the wine finish I have. It's absurd. I'm like,
well, if you do like another thing with like a Sauvignon Blanc, a Sauternes finish, then
oh my god, yeah,
I'll come on again, man. This was fun.
Yeah, we'll do that. That sounds like fun. It's all that good stuff. Well, thanks for joining. We'll let everybody go because I know it's late for everyone. So
yeah, man,
thanks for joining. We're an hour later than usual.
I gotta catch some Z's, man, but I appreciate it, man.
Oh, thanks for joining. See everybody next week. Cheers, everybody. All right, night.